Greetings and salutations, my favorite collection of tiny electronic sheep. And welcome back to Menace, where we are rapidly approaching, I fear, the end of early access. Now, to be fair, it's been a pretty meaty early access, about 30 hours of gameplay, 4 unique enemy factions, loads and loads of weapons and units. It's been pretty good. It's been pretty good for early access, though. I think we're probably beginning to see the end of it now, as the Menace has been fully introduced, and they are painting all of my beautiful little planets with tiny little shades of red. Very upsetting. Very upsetting indeed. As we no longer get to fight our pretty little pirates. Instead, we must fight the Menace on behalf of the crippled Chinese corporation, which still offer me very little of anything. Although I do have an ion cannon now, or, well, I don't actually have an ion cannon, but I have the ability to perhaps at some point in the distant future, perhaps... help me. Purchase an ion cannon. Also, is it just me or is the game suddenly louder? Silence, video game. Thank you. Right, the Menace. I'm assuming that if I don't complete these contracts within a certain amount of time, that the video game will punish me by making the cherry red part grow larger, so very well. I shall engage with that. What do I got? Secure landing pad? 50% of the provision? Meh. Oh, we're gonna get a random pirate item? Ugh. I mean, oh, difficulty 3. That sounds like it'll suck. Investigate. Yeah, I don't think I've seen an investigate mission before, so sure, let's have a look at that one. Although, first, don't think I'd like to purchase. I have more red anyway? Well, that's terrible. And the ship does need more slots. Yes, it really does. There needs to be an upgrade you can purchase that gives you more slots. Oh, and IFV. Behold, the infantry fighting vehicle. It costs an arm and a leg. And can I afford it? 880 cash money. Well, I did pick up a bunch of random scrap from the Menace. So, I will say, the Menace don't give anything interesting. Like, they don't give any fun rewards. They just give you, like, trade goods, basically. Which... I would have liked something a little bit cuter, but I suppose I understand that they can't really give you, I guess, Menace weapons, I suppose, because that would be weird. Plus, integrating biological weapons into your very much so fleshy individuals might be, you know, non-ideal on several levels, frankly, but still, something a little bit cuter. I can afford it. It's going to cost me an arm and a leg, but I can indeed afford an IFV. Very nice, very nice. Something a little bit cuter. Also, and there needs to be like an expensive upgrade that upgrades the slots on this thing, because honestly, like the weapon systems, for example, I could maybe see a use for the AP mines on very specific missions, but basically only defensive missions, or at least allow you to slot them in and out, because frankly, the only thing I've found mildly useful is the auto laser turret. Like, the minigun strafing run takes like an hour to call in. By the time it arrives, your enemy will always have moved. The unguided missile is completely fucking worthless because it just blows up a random square in a huge area. complete fucking garbage. The auto laser turret, at least I can dump on the battlefield and have it do something immediately. Upsetting, chat. Upsetting. Marine Elva, 420, thank you very much, sir. Boomer Barsh, call sign is supposed to be different than the names. No! Membership is fine. My call sign is marked to shame. Name Marine Elva. Funny idea. $100 gives you a squad leader spot. Sadly, you can't actually rename the squad leaders, so there is no way to do that, I'm afraid. You in here somewhere? Wait, have I? Have I named anyone after you? Arsehold. Maybe. Violet Deathray. I remember you. You have a Darth Raven. I mean, now, man. Space Cowboy. Choco. Full Bull. You know what? Marine Alva. You get to be in this guy's squad because he's very silly. There. Death. Hello, Lord Art. Hope all's well in your life. Lords of the Fallen MLP RPG Fund. That is right, chat. We are funding a My Little Pony role-playing game session now as well, because Mal learned about the MLP role-playing game and she simply could not contain herself. So now we're doing that. As all of the other things we're doing, of course. One really should try to keep the weirdos away from such things, but there we go. We now have a My Little Pony RPG. As is only normal in this world of ours. And sure enough, Art, use the money to build Zilla Victory Art. Even bigger than the one Donald wants. You can't be beat. You can't be beat on this. There you go. I think I'll put you in this squad. There.
Heresy's the question.
Now, shot, am I still kicking around somewhere in the ground? Yes! I haven't suffered any casualties for absolute ages now, so you are still alive. There you are. Look at you. I've been doing very, very, very well. Alright, now let me check this goddamn IFV I've got. Poor Gary. He's been downgraded to a light walker because the preceding IFV blew up. Or the APC, more correctly. Alright, IFV, infantry, 380 fucking supplies. Holy shit. Okay. Heavy armor, 150. Not that fucking heavy. So you can carry a heavy weapon and a light weapon. That's... Really? That's it. The IFV, it carries a heavy and a light weapon, and it's got like... What, like 25 points more armor? That is disappointing. That just does not seem fucking worth it. That really does not seem worth it under any circumstances, does it? That's 160 supply for 25 points of armor to do the exact same thing that an APC would. Ugh, that's fucking awful. That is absolutely awful. Right, well, I bought one, I checked it out, it's fucking garbage, and now I can toss it on the dung again to never be used ever again. I think I'd rather just stick with my fucking light troop carrier, honestly, with the long-barreled anti-tank gun. Oh, God. Well, disappointment aside, we got a mission to go on. Let's see here what we got. So, we're going to bring Ivory-ism over here, because the long-barrel anti-tank gun is really, really nice. We've got 186 points worth spending. We've got Yazov, of course. Cody Greifinger for the 50 cal tripod. We've got our little mortar chick. We could slap the ATGM on you, and we've obviously got our scout. Alright, that's a gun crawler, isn't it? Yes, it is. Right, okay, well, get in Psy, because she's obviously my ATGM chick right now. Actually, do I need an ATGM chick on this? Maybe? Yes? No? So, I've got an anti-tank gun vehicle with this, and I've got an ATGM on Bob. Which, frankly, the Light Walker is probably a better chassis than the APC, because, well, I don't really need the APC, and the Light Walker is, you know, cute and can waffle around the battlefield like a cute little Light Walker. I mean, I don't have a light vehicle weaponry on it, but I never mount a light vehicle weaponry on my ATGM shit anyway, so who the fuck cares? Right, so we've got an ATGM. Okay, you know, in that case, just stay with the 40mm grenade launcher. 40 Mike. So at that point, we've got 2 sources of ATGMs, which should be plenty, one would think. One would think.
Are you ready to
Nice shot there, IFE has 150 plus HP, nearly double, and 25 armor is actually a lot more as things will bounce before hurting your larger AP pool. I suppose, but boy, at that point I'd rather just bring the medium walker with 140 armor and 250 hit points, which is just cute. In fact, I kind of would like to bring the medium walker, but how the fuck would I afford that, actually? You know what? Oh, God. 200 fucking points. Even with the, like, percentage... Like, I've got... Actually... Does the percentage thingy actually work? Because I've got the, I've got this now. AI logistics. Minus 15 supply cost for deploying vehicles, right? I've got that installed, but... I don't know if it works, because that's 400 points, right? And that's 65, that's 65 points. So we're looking at a total cost of 575? No. 525. We should be looking at like 525? Right? Or is my math retarded? No, somewhere like that. And yet she costs 514 points. That don't make sense to me. That don't make sense to me at all. That doesn't seem reasonable. That doesn't sound like 15 fucking percent to me. Is the character just incredibly expensive? Is that why? I'd love it if there was like a breakdown of the price. Cause that don't sound right to me. That don't sound right to me at all. 400. Wait, now, okay, no, that's not, that's, yeah, cause that's, yeah, cause I haven't put in the stuff. The ceramic plating. Not that these guys really use energy blasts to begin with. I don't think it works. Because I'm pretty sure that 15% of 500 alone should be what? 75 points or something? Yeah, I think it's bugged, which is rather unfortunate because I put a lot of fucking resources into that thing, so... Yeah, it's a little upsetting. Little upsetting. Right, well, can I cut any extra corners to afford this?
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
Oh, no. There. Ceramic plating.
You ignorant slut.
Well, they do use some energy weapons, actually. 192 points, right. What if we begin by just, you know, reducing the squad sizes by 1? That brings me down to 91 points. I don't like how few guys that gives me, but... Five dudes? Ugh. Alright, well, that's a lot of anti-tank weapons we've got, and if anything, I'm kind of lacking on the anti-infantry now, but let's try that out. You and your 40mm will place you well, over here. Medium walker in the open, scouts in the open. Mortar. Light walker. Yaz. And vehicle. Excellent. Marine Elva, Table and Chums, Warren Painting Channel has been hacked.
Coordinates
You
loaded
two
and
will
spent.
let me report the
Hardware
BlackRock
ready to
livestream.
operate
Neil
to
Mohan
maximum
protects BlackRock and
potential.
crypto scammers. Well, of course. They're more important. As is only natural on YouTube. Oh. Him is that rewritten living bombs. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Very well. I'll begin by engaging the living bombs, please.
Yes! I like how you work.
Thank you.
Kutta, I can't stay here much longer. What?
You little filthy bastards. How about you disappear?
Kutta, I can't stay here much longer.
You're fine. Stop complaining. You're...
Enemy movement!
Okay, that's good, actually. You're perfectly alright. There's nothing at all wrong with what's going on with you, and that could be a minor issue, I agree. We should probably laze that.
Yeah.
ASAP. Yeah. There, it's lazed. And I've got an indirect fire solution on it as well. Right, just to make absolutely certain. Overload. Lucky shot. And voila.
Good job!
Excellent.
Yeah?
Little upset by how much armor that
Guardsman
shaved off
here.
immediately, but such is life.
It's going to collapse!
Yeah.
Oh, that I pressed F
Да?
too fucking quick.
Понял.
Poнял. That probably actually means something in Russian. I just don't know why.
What?
Or what. Because it's a very adorable sound. Poняl. He sounds like a fucking Pokemon, and that amuses me.
What?
Nice shot, Marine.
Are you certain?
Eh.
Guardsman here. Orders?
I am kind of liking the medium
Yeah?
mech. The ability to carry two medium weapons is
Sir?
neat.
Yeah.
Some might even call it
Yeah.
cute. I may be amongst those
Open it.
people.
Finding cover.
I'm not sure it's worth 500 points, though.
Наконец.
I remain unconvinced by that price because
Танк!
because that price is fucking steep. Absolutely, genuinely, absurdly fucking steep.
What?
Yeah?
I have an 18 thing now.
What?
Yeah. En route.
What?
Alright, I'll set you up there. I'll get you into cover there.
Yeah.
Guardsman here.
Yeah.
And all of my dudes are stacked on top of each other. You, over there, set up. Get the 50 cal mounted.
Yeah.
Sir?
Наконец!
Alright, I'd like to laze
Eyes
it.
open.
Can I laze it? Yep. I should have a laser on it. Lovely. Getting marked.
Hustle 103rd. Guardsman here.
Am I in cannon range? I'm pretty fucking close.
What?
Yep. Yeah.
I could just... fuck it. I was thinking of saving the ATGM rounds for a little bit later, but I've got 3 rounds left, and I've got Gary off cooldown, so I might as well make sure it disappears. Oh my! I think that is actually the very first time I've seen his mass overload combo not absolutely yeet and destroy an enemy before.
I like this one, Major. Plus, plus! To cover! Поворот!
Well, it's dead now,
Yeah.
so... What do I care?
Move into cover!
Surprisingly few enemies so far.
Bounding.
Oh my god, another one! Oh boy. I've apparently landed in the middle
Oscar
of
Mike.
just a gun crawler central for some reason.
Got movement.
This is where they produce all of the gun crawlers on the fucking
Guardsman
planet. Alright, well, I mean... This is why we bring the light tank.
Да?
Poñol.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, get
Yeah.
set up.
Yeah.
All civvies, get behind me.
Op 4, moving. Sir? Proceeding.
Set up the light mortar in case we need smoke. I basically only use the light mortar for smoke now, which part of me... Oh, hi there.
Наконец!
Which part of me feels like is a waste, and another part of me is like,
Наконец!
well... Listen, maybe, but at the same time, that smoke is really, really goddamn useful. Temptation to leap like a madman over there and see how much armor I can shred at point-blank range. Almost overwhelming. And besides, I can probably kill it with the not the ATGM, with the anti-tank gun later. Although if I miss with the anti-tank gun, I'm about to be very, very upset. Fuck it, listen. The Yaz was built for jumping.
Hardware hurt!
You know, that's not a bad amount of damage, actually. That shredded, like, half of its armor. And yet, take the drugs, just in case. And speaking of drugs, seeing as there's a bunch of bad people right over here, I think
Coordinates received.
we're just gonna plap down some lasers.
Guardsman here.
Alright, my darling. Don't fucking miss.
I missed.
So, in case you were wondering, by the way, when you start using single-shot weapons like tank cannons, etc., the XCOM of the video game really starts coming to the fore again. Because excellent accuracy, just like in XCOM, means it will never hit. Not in a million years.
Taking losses.
Cowering, are we?
Okay, well, everything considered, we only lost Rolf, which is, you know, not really that bad when you think about it.
Сдавайся!
This bug's got talent.
Focus on the mission!
Nobody really liked Rolf anyways. Rolf was a piece of shit. You know it, I know it, everybody knows it. Nobody liked Rolf.
Moving!
And so Rolf being brutally murdered due to a mistake not at all mine is really not that high of a price to pay. Oh, Jesus, that was a good round of shooting. Yeah, fuck Rolf. He was the only non-subscriber in that squad. Fuck Rolf. Rolf had it fucking coming. Rolf shouldn't have been such a giant douchebag to everybody, and maybe he would have lived. Gene, yeah, you
Recovering
just...
from a momentary downturn.
Yeah, just calm me. It's fine. It's fine. I need like one more ability on Jean to make her truly effective at what she does. She needs full send.
Splash. Yeah, chin up.
As I've been experimenting with the long anti-tank gun because I really like the fact that one, it hits really hard, which is great, obviously, and two, it's got really good range.
Already.
And perhaps most importantly,
That's one ugly trinket.
the anti-tank gun comes with like 9 shots, whereas the ATGM only comes with 4 shots, which is kind of a big deal. Although I will also say, so far, the ATGM is definitely the better weapon. You're fucking kidding me. 1 hit point. The ATGM is absolutely, definitely, absolutely, no doubt whatsoever the better weapon. You should absolutely just focus in on using the ATGM as much as you can, because... Well, why did you dump yourself out in the open? Don't matter, we got Berserk so I can run into cover. Because the ATGM, if you set it up properly on Gary, is like 90% chance it's a one-shot, one-kill weapon.
Keep your head down.
And so long as you laser light the target, and there's no reason why you wouldn't.
Orders?
There's literally no reason why
Moving to
you
cover.
wouldn't laser mark an enemy. Because the laser is nice and cheap, you can easily put it on a scouting unit, you can put it way out there, no danger to yourself, increases accuracy, everything. There's no reason why you wouldn't laser target. In which case, the ATGM is just massively fucking superior. So the point of the journey is use the anti-tank guided missile.
Guardsman here.
It's fucking great,
Always ready.
and you get rid of that one problem of the tank cannon, which is that it will randomly just fucking miss by 1,000,000 miles. And then all of your dudes will suddenly find themselves in a tremendously more dangerous position. Bert.
Wreck that Rakshasa!
She's Indian, by the way, if you couldn't tell. Oh, wait, did I? Hold on. Let me check. I think chat mentioned I need to talk to Sargon in an hour. Is that because I did the... No. The Stamford Bridge is scheduled for tomorrow, as it should be. Yeah, February the 19th. Yep, there's no Saga Rooney today.
Yeah.
No Saga Rooney this particular evening. What are you? You are construct soldiers. Living bombs. Right. How about we bump Yaz away from the living bombs?
Kill them.
But at the very least, the living bombs that are closer to you. There we go.
Good job.
Never mind, there are more living bombs nearby. Jesus. Right, just, hunker down. It'll be fine, trust me. No worry, Lobster. No worry. Half the time I scheduled this shit wrong anyways, so it's nice of you to point it out.
On
That
point!
was a disappointing round of shooting. A second disappointing round of shooting, but then again, they are in heavy cover, so such is life.
Yeah. On it.
Civvies,
Orders.
civvies, little tiny civvies.
103rd heading to cover.
Alright, I'd like to... No?
Stay on 103rd.
God damn it. I don't like the fact that those construct soldiers are surviving
Guardsmen
everything
here.
I'm throwing at them, because they are way too fucking close. Good job,
shooting,
Rewa.
bud.
Good job.
Do our best. Sir?
Fuck, that's at range 2.
Sir?
I'm really considering recruiting another character just to be like the to be basically like the mortar bitch. Right, okay, so we killed that one squad of living bombs, but that other squad of living bombs is a little bit too close for comfort. Try the crowbars.
Touching him up.
4 hit points, right, okay, another round of crowbars should, there we go.
Nice work.
Well,
Good job griping up.
Thanks.
What was I about? I feel like I was talking about something, then I forgot what the hell I was talking about.
What?
Indeed, what?
Die, Kutta!
I do enjoy using 2 fucking twin-linked autocannons. They are quite enjoyable, I will admit. Wait, why won't you? Oh, apparently there's a piece of debris over there? Oh, okay. I do
Orders?
enjoy using the twin-linked autocannons. I really do. I mean, part of me feels like they don't hit quite as hard as I would kind of like them to, considering they're, you know, 2 massive fucking, what? There's gotta be like a 30 millimeter cannon, or a 20 millimeter cannon at the very least, right? I feel like they should hit even harder, really. Also, do I need to actually rest? Oh, okay, of course.
Yeah?
I figured I needed to maybe rescue those guys, but I couldn't quite figure out where I was going to deliver them to, besides, the giant, glowing, marked out part of the map that I somehow, for some magical reason, managed to completely overlook.
Guardsmen here.
But, despite the fact that I feel like maybe they should hit even harder, considering what they are,
Yeah.
if you catch somebody in the open with
Always
them,
ready.
it pretty much deletes the squad. And even if it doesn't wipe all of them, which most of the time it does anyways, it sure as fuck suppresses the living shit out of them.
Поворот! Прочь с тобой!
Right.
For me, да?
What?
That should keep that squad
Orders.
from interfering. Let's go grab the data.
What? Armor detail on duty.
Yeah.
You'll save there, you'll save there, you're good
Guardsmen
there.
Always ready.
And now we just need to get the infantry to the target zone.
That's it. You keep them at bay.
He needs like 10 more hit points. Not to take, but he needs 10 more action points, and then I can finally bounce him and shoot twice with Berserk, which would be.
Zayosha! Na ataku!
Yeah.
See,
Orders?
you made the mistake
Yeah.
of thinking you could shoot
No
at
papers,
me.
no lashes,
No.
no
Guardsman here.
You don't.
Affirmative. Always ready.
You don't shoot at Yaz. That's not. No.
What?
No. You do not shoot at Yaz. That's not something you do. Not without getting paid back about
What?
15 times over, anyways.
Engines engaged.
Very foolish. Very,
Sir?
very foolish.
Yeah?
Orders?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get out of my pocket. It's a hard knock life for Yaz.
Yeah.
It is a hard knock life for Yaz.
Guardsman here. Heading to
Oh, check it
cover.
out. Name a carrot. Nico ni for this.
About
I
time.
will. I can.
What?
You don't even
can
have to
kill
name a character
from
after yourself, Chad. You can name them
Orders?
anything. To so choose.
Da!
They can be called Fluffy. If you desire. But only if you desire.
Orders?
Otherwise, Fluffy would be a really weird name to name a soldier.
Orders?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. The thing isn't lighting
Yeah.
up properly
Guardsman
whose
here.
turn it is.
Guardsman here. Always ready.
Engines
Get
engaged.
in the point, and
Girl boss. Untwist your panties. I just wanted to see you cringe.
you succeeded. That was mildly cringe. Small arms protective plating. Thank you. See, this, no, okay, right. I will admit, fighting against the constructs, it's not as great as fighting against the others, and it's mostly because you just get this. Now, on the one hand, that is actually a lot of points, right? Because that is, what, like almost 100 trade value in construct alloy alone? That's not bad, but and then the 45 construct power core, so that's like 150 trade value. That is actually quite a lot of trade value, but I mean, it's so much more fun to get, you know, toys, to get weapons and armor and stuff, and just getting money, you understand. I need full send.
How about it?
There, full send. That will allow her to fire her tank cannon twice while stationary. Deny resources. Menace presence in the plans reduced by 1. Does that matter? And so from 1 vision, 1 detection, contact checkpoint. I'm calling again a local forces item. So reducing Menace is obviously good, right? But does that actually matter? Because Menace on this planet is like 1 anyways. So if you reduce it by 1, do they disappear? Or that sounds, I don't know, because I've got this sneaking suspicion that the Menace level is probably pretty constant at this point, and getting rid of it, I don't know. I mean, I would imagine that finishing the mission chain would reduce Menace level by 1 too, right? Or am I imagining things? Yen Suntai, how much would it be to name one after my 3-year-old son, Dante? Just $10. $10 is the price for naming anybody, and then there's $2 to resurrect them. Nico Ni. I feel like anybody named Nico Ni would probably be in this guy's unit. Yes. Nico Niconi. Here. Perfect. Contact checkpoint. Destroy comms tower. Reduce it by 1 or it doesn't go away. Okay, so you can only reduce it by 1 if you do the thingy-bob. Right. Okay, chat. Is there any point in doing it? Like, can you reduce it permanently, or does it just, like, you know, reduces by 1 and then the next turn it's back to 1 again? Because I do want the local forces item, but let's be fair, the local forces item is probably just going to be a thing I already have, so... Remember the red for a while? Says chat? Okay, right, we'll try that. We'll try that then. Hatch. Excuse me. Right, we'll deny resources then. Same setup, that worked out pretty well last time, so why not? Put you up ahead, Jane Darby. Cody, wow, that is absolutely no cover whatsoever. Oh. That is mildly disconcerting. Alright, I guess we're living on the edge.
With training and discipline, I am always ready to fight.
Remember, you pay, I kill.
Orders.
Movement.
Construct drones.
Movement.
A gun crawler. Now, let's get set up in the bushes here
Locking
then.
it in.
What?
We'll set up the AT gun to engage next turn. Another neat thing is, too, the mechs can actually kneel. Like that. That's kind of cute. And I am presuming that kneeling your
agile.
mech... Kneeling your neck? Kneeling your mech! There we go.
They're out here. Ain't nobody.
That kneeling your mech will make it even more accurate.
Staying alert.
Which sounds pretty great, actually.
Not
Set up the smoke, just in case.
What?
It's a heart, not
Guardsman
life.
here.
Excellent accuracy. Right. That sounds pretty good.
That's right. Go on and get.
There you go. And look at that. Due to full send, which reduces the consecutive shots by heavy weapons by 10, she can now fire twice.
This pog's got talent.
Thanks. You're
That's
welcome.
pretty cute, isn't it?
Eyes open.
That is pretty cute. Don't you dare lie to me. And
Look at them,
suppressed.
coward! Yeah,
I do
Eyes open.
like the long-barreled anti-tank gun.
yeah.
I do like it. Alright, let's get you set up. Set up the 40mm mic, and I'll probably leave it to you to kill that unit. Maybe get myself another nice data core for another 45
Orders?
money.
Yep. All right.
Movement.
Soldiers. Another gun crawler. I wonder if these guys have any, like, heavies, because so far, Okay, so I've seen the floating mines, which were new, the floating suicide mines, and the suicide soldiers, those were also new. I've seen the gun crawler,
Давай, давай!
What?
but so far the Menace doesn't seem to have all that much in the way of
Guardsmen here.
new-looking toys.
Yeah.
Orders?
Maybe that's gonna be post-early access stuff.
What?
When the menace grows even bigger and even worse. Right. Overload. We'll have it later for fuel. Probably, yes. Woof.
They're scattering.
God damn it. 3 hit points.
What?
3 hit points? Really? You're gonna let it live on 3 HP? No.
Make them pencil pushers proud.
I'm not gonna put down my
talk.
weapons.
Hoofing it!
It sounds silly to put
Guardsman
down
here.
my weapons. You are scary, sir.
Sir? Roger?
That's one of the things that always
Yes.
confused me a little bit about certain settings. Now, the Borg, for example. The
Orders?
Borg. Okay, the Borg sell
What?
themselves like they're somehow supposed to be seductive.
Rip
Right.
that Asura apart! Now put them
Granted,
out
with the
of
Borg,
their
it's
misery!
less seductive. Or, well, no,
Orders?
they kind of are seductive, right? Because the Borg's idea is... What was the word?
Hardware destroyed.
Assimilate? Yes. Right, so the Borg's kind of
Yeah.
like their key thing is the idea of
Guardsmen
assimilation, to bring them into the Borg collective, right? And that was a huge plot point of the... Was it a movie? Was it the Star Trek movie? Where they assimilate Picard and he somehow like tears free and stuff. But then you've got the chick.
Yeah.
And
All right.
the
Move back!
Borg chick is probably one of the earliest cases of the why a boner Oh, hey. A power lifter from aliens. Is probably one of the earliest cases of the why boner conundrum. As a lot of people were looking at her and
Always
thinking to
ready.
themselves, she's really not attractive. And yet, for some strange reason.
What?
So they were kind of trying a little bit with the seductiveness thing, but
Blow it
I
apart!
would imagine, if anything, like the biggest part of it would be the idea of belonging.
You're hugging dirt.
Right? Because belonging has been something that has been used as a form of... Oh, I'm very glad I didn't jump Jazz in there blindly, because he would have blown up on that mine.
Yeah.
The feeling of belonging
Sir?
has, of course, been a
Orders?
key point in
Catching a corner.
ideological seduction for a very, 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 very long time.
Yeah?
Probably since the beginning of fucking ideologies, really. Where, obviously, the fascists use it, the communists are using it still to this very day.
Yeah.
Spirit du Corps is based upon it.
Guardsman here.
It's been one of the oldest concept in
Copy.
creating organizations, really, throughout fucking human history,
Sir?
practically.
Da!
Balls to the wall!
Keyboard!
Oh. Suicide bomber. Fuck. Fuck. Okay, listen. 5 o'clock. You kill that,
This bug's got tech.
right? Then you take some meth, and you run and you hope.
Coordinates received. Coordinates received. Coordinates received.
Always ready.
It, Actually, you know what? Smoke them. Yes, hide them. There you go. The suicide bomb cannot know that I am there if the suicide bomb cannot see that I am there.
What?
It
Yeah.
makes sense to me.
Da!
Oh, it's the next turn. Okay. See, I got out of that perfectly safe.
This This keyboard will die soon!
Yeah?
Are you sure they're called keyborgs? Are you absolutely certain they're called keyborgs and not something else? That does not get me in range.
Orders?
I just realized that this kind of puts me in a position where Greifinger can't actually help them without shooting them, which is a pinch unfortunate. Fuck it. Set up back there. I'm sure Yaz will be fine.
Orders.
Yaz is a big boy.
Moving to waypoint.
Well, damn, Major, I love you too.
Thank you, little auto turret. Thank you very much. Try not to shoot Yaz. Thank you.
Everybody misses now and again. Always ready.
Keyboard. Ooh, keyboard warriors. Yes. What's that about? Oh, yes, right. So, the seductive nature of ideology,
kill it!
which I swear has a point with what I was going to talk about on some other thing as well. But yes, so,
Nice.
belonging, right?
Rip them
Belonging
apart.
has obviously always been an incredibly powerful part of seduction strategies. In the case of something like the Borg Collective,
Make them pencil
or a
pushers
mechanical
proud.
consciousness,
Stay safe.
thank you.
What?
Or in the form of a mechanical consciousness, this would probably be the seductive part, right? Because, well, the rest aren't necessarily all that attractive, right? There are still relatively few people on this earth that would like to have sex with a toaster. That is still a minority position amongst the majority of
Orders?
human beings.
Eyes on.
But surely, to do this,
Catching a corner.
we really should make the machines hotter, right? I feel like we should be making the machines hotter.
Sights are
That
sharp.
did not suppress them anywhere near as much as I was hoping it would suppress them.
Yeah.
I feel like we should make
Guardsmen
a
here.
faction of hot robot women. And I'm not saying that because of personal preference. I'm saying that because it would surely make way more sense.
Yeah.
Like,
Always ready.
if you're a manipulative monster algorithm out there to wipe out humanity, I feel like you'd focus in on that thing.
Yeah. Targeting!
You know? On the seductive nature of it, which you could then combine with the power of belonging.
What?
Yes, yes. I believe this would be a far more effective way for the machine mind to gain control over humanity.
Guardsman here. You can go through. What?
One,
Acknowledged.
there really is no point for you to be up here,
Got visual on targets.
other than to try and whore kills, and
Yeah.
whoring kills
Sir?
doesn't actually get me anything.
Duh.
Listen, this may be foolish, but
Ёб твою мать! Yeah.
right, that might. It's not just maybe foolish. It probably is foolish. Right, please mortar those suicide bombers. Oh, that did nothing. And that did
What?
nothing too. Right, please,
Are you
Renew,
ready to wreck this yellow
Eva?
fluttery, buttery
save Yaz from the suicide bombers. Thank you.
Are there Kuta there?
I don't know what a kuta is,
It's not worth it to them.
but yes.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Orders?
That was highly disappointing.
Guardsman here.
Orders? Orders?
Right.
We've got
Cover
movement.
the data.
Yeah.
how, Hexy, you're going to call them the hard clankers.
The?
Flankers. Oh, more suicide bombers.
Yep.
It's
Moving.
fine.
Yeah.
Oh, and there were more of them.
Sir?
I think we need sexy robot women trying to destroy humanity via procreation.
Наконец!
I mean, it makes sense. If you're a sexy robot woman and you'd want to destroy humanity, frankly, the best way to do it would be via procreation. Or the lack thereof, potentially. Listen, if you're a...
Enemies, huh?
Fuck. Fuck.
Сдавайте, сука!
What?
Yeah.
And I ended her turn because I instinctively pressed the F key
Yeah.
too quickly. Fuck. Right, Greifinger, please kill those.
Yes! Rinse
Thank
those
you.
Philistines.
How about you take her easy, alright? We accurate!
But listen,
No
okay,
hiding from me!
if you are a robot, it's not like you have problems with time,
suppressed.
you know? You're immortal. You're a machine, a
This
toaster.
pug's got it.
You don't give a shit. If you want to wipe out humanity,
Orders.
for whatever reason, let's say that humanity just annoyed you one particular evening, and your robot brain
Orders.
was like, okay, I'm gonna have to kill all of the
Orders.
flashbacks. You've got a few ways you can do it. You can go
Orders.
the Skynet route of just like
Guardsman here.
nuclear annihilation, right? But
Going mobile.
this will obviously
Yeah.
involve a tremendous deal of risk on your part as well. Because nuclear annihilation means that you're basically going to have to fight a war against humanity now. And for all of humanity's failings, there is
Let's do
one
this.
thing that we've proven ourselves to be superior at, than basically any
Let's
other
do this.
species on the planet. And that is killing other things.
What?
So, as a highly intelligent
Fear me.
robot brain,
Yeah.
surely you would attempt to find alternative ways to wipe out humanity.
Orders.
And,
Duh.
well,
Orders.
creating a race of female robots to simply replace women and slowly but surely
I
make
like
it so
how you
that
work.
humanity
Thanks.
rejects traditional
Yeah.
breeding for just
Move it.
slamming
Yeah, I got
themselves
something
into
here.
plastic
Guardsman
fake
here.
vaginas forever.
Taking up cover.
Birth rates would plummet.
Наконец!
Population would largely begin disappearing. Now, give it 200, 300, 400 years, an utterly irrelevant period of time for an AI,
And they crawl!
and you would
huh?
complete the
Yeah.
destruction of humanity
Go,
at absolutely
go.
zero risk to yourself.
Yeah.
It seems like a way
life
better
is no
solution
last.
than trying to
No,
get
no.
violent, honestly.
Sir?
And it seems infinitely
You're on
more
absolute
logical
warpath.
as well. Really?
Always
Really,
ready.
motherfucker? One short?
Sounding.
Fine. Oh. What the fuck are those?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we have discovered a new enemy, and they very nearly blew the fuck out of my robot. Right. Smoke. What the fuck were those?
Yeah. Move it.
Oh,
Yep.
well, there went the robot anyways, because it burned to death.
Yeah.
Right, well, whatever the god's fucking hell that was, apparently they carry anti-tank weaponry,
Наконец!
as indicated by the complete and utter annihilation of one of my tanks.
Yep.
Nice.
Guardsman here.
Orders. Oscar Mike.
Hello?
What?
Construct skirmishers.
Yeah.
Sir?
I see. 'Em. 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 see. I'll be honest with you, I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking at right now. Some kind of rotund pig creature.
Guardsman here.
Well, they've found themselves like the perfect slot to sit where I can't shoot at them with anything, which is mildly annoying.
Yeah.
And one out of range of my grenade launcher as well.
Yeah.
Right, let's make sure we can at least, you
Give
know,
me all you
get
want,
the...
Marine. See you back on the M.
Let's at least make sure we've got Gary out of there safe and secure.
Sir?
Right, I was hoping that we might... Okay, yeah, okay. Well, that will at least make them go closer if they want to get over here.
Sir?
I've used all of my fucking jump charges, haven't I?
What?
God damn it.
Sir?
Да! Быстро!
I could have done all of that if I were in your position.
Alright, well, whatever the fuck they are, they
Yeah.
respond poorly to Yaz pouring ammunition into them, so
Guardsman here.
that's something.
What? Obliteration!
Always ready.
What? SRU sitrep. Skills retained.
Well, I did lose a vehicle, but I also had no idea that the enemy had overweight pigs with anti-tank rifles strapped to their butts, so... Can you blame me? Deacon, honestly, you're rambling. It's most of the reason I watch these Let's Plays of yours. Well, of course it is. What else would you watch it for? The gameplay? Listen, I am 98% sure that nobody gives a fuck about watching anybody play video games, unless it's a video game they themselves either would not play, B, can't be bothered to play but still want to see the story of, or 3, I have no reason. Oh, 3. Extraordinarily high skill level, right? Because that is kind of cool as well, right? If you watch somebody who's like stupidly good at a strategy game, play a strategy game, that in and of itself can be quite mesmerizing. Although even then, I actually prefer to just watch it like a competitive match being cast by people instead, because then I can have somebody who actually knows what they're talking about explain to me what the fuck's going on. I enjoyed the good old days of...
when I had real legs and abs. God, those abs. Bringing me back to the good old days when I had real legs and abs. God, those abs.
They comment on their special things. Oh, well. Some of them comment.
Все на своих местах.
That's really fucking neat, actually. I like that. They did a good job by making these characters feel live, isn't it? Didn't they? But yes, I missed that from the Total Biscuit days when he would do like casts of StarCraft matches and shit like that, because that was really entertaining. You know, that was a little bit of good old-fashioned sports feeling. Even though I don't think esports will ever manage to become an actual entertainment sport, simply because it's... I should really pick that up too. Simply because it's too... It requires too much of an investment on behalf of the viewer, right? Because there are certain sports that you can enjoy without knowing what's going on, because the objective of the sport is very obvious, right? Whereas in things like esport, to really enjoy esport, I feel like you have to have a certain understanding of the mechanics and play to really manage to make it feel interesting to you. Oh. I think that's one of the reasons why esport just never took off. Popular name, Renu is best girl for bigotry. And popular name is the dev using condensed food as an anti-tank gun. They do that thing. Yes, sweet, don't forget the older Superchats. Wait, were there? Today? Mateo? No? Reference? You Walker? Oh, Yaska, return of Yaska the Lucky. May he live longer than 4 battles. Well, same squad as Night Shroud. Put this to MLP RPG because Mal loves it too much. I joined her stream and there was much angry noises. There we go. I'm sorry. I missed it. Free field to yell at me. Wait, Yaska, aren't you still alive? You're not! I guess you got decapitated at some point. Alright, let's put you back in there. There. Yaska. But yeah, okay, I was also thinking, maybe I buy a guy just to be, like, a spotter/mortar person.
Major.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh god, half my fucking team is exhausted now, huh? Great. Right. Let's get rid of that. Expert pilot.
God
Zigzag. Call out target. And divine intervention. Then we can slap him with that. Oh, 380 points.
Trick or treat.
Honestly, I'd love to give him... I don't know, maybe a laser, maybe? Nah. Right, let's do that. And you, instead of the boarding commando suit, let's give you... Okay, that's got the same armor, but it's way cheaper. That's got slightly less armor. Right, let's give you that. There we are. And we'll try doing a little bit of battlefield taxi today, just for funsies. See how that works out. Right, final mission. It's just a 2-star. Oh god, that's... Holy fuck, that's a lot of contract. Are you sure? Christ, okay, right, well, I guess 2 stars means that there'll be a lot more enemies. But I was talking about Bob Boring name. Has any of you ever had that thing where you wake up and, like, your stomach is very, very upsetty spaghetti? Okay, I need to take you out, and I need to take you out, which means I really need to give you an ATGM. That's gonna be like my sole source of fucking weapons here. 382 points for just an infantry carrier. Sweet baby fucking Jesus, that is absurd. Fucking Christ. Oh my God, that is too expensive. Oh, fucking Lord. That costs more than the squad I was intending to carry. Holy fucking fuck. Oi. That's just... I can't. No, that is too... no, Jesus Christ. Oh my... God. See, I really want, like, I wanted to try the Battlefield Taxi carrying Jacques roundabout, right? But fuck me, 382 points for a transport vehicle. A bare-ass transport vehicle. Like, you... Okay, there needs to be like a mechanic, right? Whereas, like, if you have a vehicle and it has no weapons, you slice the cost in half. Fuck, reduce it to a third. My Jesus. I'm paying more for the battle taxi than the squad it delivers. Oh my yeesh. Yeah, wow. Fucking insane. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Right, 88 points. Can I somehow squeeze anything into those 88 points? Not fucking really, no. Flamethrower? Tripod MG? Are you brawny? You're brawny. Yeah, that could kind of work, I guess. I only have 180 GM, which makes me worried, but I do have the RPG 2s on Jane's squad. Just in case. Class 3 recon. No, the Jaeger fatigues are still better, because they've got superior concealment. I don't really care about the armor class. Jane's not there to get shot. In fact, if Jane is getting shot, then something is going terribly, terribly wrong. And I would rather if that didn't happen. God, I feel like I'm really low on dudes this mission. I feel like I am dangerously low on dudes this mission, but, such is life. That is you Titan catching up after having to pause for a doctor's appointment. But yes, Skynet was never the threat. That was always and shall be forever. Sky not. Correct. Now, Shroud stars currently have no effect on missions. But why the fuck have them then?
Guarantees citizenship.
Jazuka the Taishago, and fire about 500 warp tokens, thank you. Get supply loadout mod. It literally makes the game way more fun. You can toy with your equipment more than the stupid system right now.
Yeah.
If I do a second playthrough when they update the game or it leaves early access,
Eyes open.
I'm
Eyes
probably
ears.
gonna want to mod the supply system, yes, because... Like, I appreciate the mechanic for what it is and why it is there. It's just, like, some of the things make no sense. Like, god damn it. You cannot make me pay that much for a fucking battle taxi. Jesus. Come on. That is absurd.
Yeah?
Right, get you set up. Guess there's some gun crawlers nearby.
Наконец!
Наконец.
Вперед! Вперед!
Наконецки. Ponyo.
Yeah.
Ah, well, interestingly, the floating mine didn't decide to do anything, so...
Nice! Rip them apart.
How about you take her easy, all right?
Orders?
I suppose I shall just blow it up.
Measure.
Metal. You know, relationship between the characters would be nice too. Like a friendship gauge. Like the more you deploy characters next to each other, they, you know, become friends and they build a relationship and maybe they get bonuses to being next to one another and stuff like that. It might overcomplicate the game a little bit, but I feel like that would make sense considering how much focus the game already has on like the you know, companionship of the characters and the voice acting. I feel like that would be a good next move.
Наконец.
Наконецки.
Measure.
A measure?
Yeah.
Are those the little cyborgy things? Yes, they're the... Yes, those are the gay
What?
ones that repair themselves, I believe.
Major.
But they can't repair themselves if they are in tiny pieces scattered across the
Orders.
landscape.
Moving to waypoint. Eyes on.
And that is a fact.
Major.
Mijo.
Oui, oui.
I'm gonna set you up there just because I don't trust those suicide bombers very much.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No armored threats as of yet. More suicides.
Наконец!
Move up the years.
Major.
Orders?
Right. How do I
Damn, bud, nice shooting.
how do I guarantee that they die? Well, twin-linked autocannons are probably going to do the job, and indeed they do.
Orders? Hustle 103rd.
I feel like I was on about something, and then I forgot about what it was. Oh, right, yes. So, have you ever woken up in the morning and your tum-tum is very rebellious? Like, your tum-tum has no chill that particular morning. It just wants to hurt you. Like, your tum-tum hurts you so bad that you're sat on the toilet, like, bent over,
Наконец!
starting to think to yourself, like, maybe death would not be such a bad alternative. You know, that kind of tum-tum pain. Just because you probably didn't pass a sandwich or something the day before. Well, that could be weaponized, okay? We were talking about how the fat sniper thingies might be using digested food for ammunition. Super digested food.
Flank them while they're
That's
shy.
what that is. It's like the ultimate constipation. When your insides is just
Major.
slowly
Orders?
turning into solid diamonds inside of you.
Orders?
That's what they
Measure.
fire. And that is what destroyed Gary's vehicle. Fossilized shit. Diamondized shit. No, we don't. We're not
Eyes
gonna move
open.
you.
Movement.
Oh, hi. That's
103rd heading to cover.
a problem potentially. Hello. Okay, lucky for me, you didn't have enough action points to kill me.
Да.
Fuck. Fuck. Yes, you're good at aiming, right? Don't kill your friends. Fucking good
get too full of
shooting!
Okay, way backer.
Good fucking shooting. You just saved Jane's ass there. Excellent job. Excellent job indeed.
They will be killed.
What? What?
What?
I can kill from anywhere.
Finally.
Well, that's not true. In fact, you have a very specific range that you can kill from. Like, literally game-ordained specific range that you can kill
What?
from.
Put down every dog!
Let's make sure,
I want to
right?
see that out of you, 103rd.
I don't want those suicide bombers getting too close. For some reason, I
Orders?
feel as if letting them get too close would be detrimental to my health.
Buttery butt.
Moving to cover. Enemy movement.
Okay, I'm a
Service guarantee citizen.
little nervous about getting too close, yeah?
It's pain.
As I'm pretty sure there are still little suicide bombers chilling around the edges of this place. Right. Okay, they're gonna keep coming from the flank, so set up Greifinger to welcome them if they're gonna keep coming. Get the ATGM into a little bit of cover. Do I just wanna... No, I should save...
Plus, to cover.
I should save the laser turrets until I know for sure where
Yeah.
the bad guys are.
Yep.
Yeah. Orders. Author, moving.
God damn. Okay, there's the suicide shamblers. There's a fucking lot of them over here, aren't they?
Yeah.
What?
Obliterate.
I want to see that out of you, 103rd.
Whatever.
Whatever. She's just trying to be nice. Don't be such a
Measure.
rude little bint about it.
Coordinates received. Coordinates received.
Alright.
Coordinates received.
That's enough hostiles to warrant the deployment of the big guns, I think. Explode to cause damage. Living bombs. Right. I need to deal with the living bombs, and I need to do it in such a way that I guarantee that they are dead. Set up the tripod MG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for moving into range so very, very cooperatively. And for getting in range of the crowbars, too. Very
Leave
kind.
some for me.
Very kind. Also, I should probably just move the civilians towards the extraction point instead of just,
Move it.
having them there. And set up the ATGM in case we run into a construct crawler.
Idiots.
Yeah, yes, my boy.
To cover. Быстрее.
Stay there.
Measure. Landing.
Not as much damage as I was hoping for. Uh-oh.
Да.
Okay, it's fine. They
Orders?
still didn't spot me somehow.
Да.
Orders.
Да.
Good job, Yaz, and you still didn't kill any. Oh, well, okay, never mind. You did shoot one of the civilians. Okay, well, like, that wasn't my fucking fault, okay? That was not my fault. The enemy were using the civilians as human shields. You cannot blame me for the robots using the cities as human shields. The occasional casualty must be expected in such
Yeah.
strenuous battlefield conditions. Not my fucking fault.
Yeah.
Not my fucking fault, I tell you. Yaska, hold the shit out. Secret doctor, I've now that since African flesh-eating bacteria in my intestines. I lost so much blood. Listen, it's fine. It's just one of those funny little things that happens on occasion when you don't fully digest a thing and then go to bed too early. That is
Orders?
why, before you go to bed, you all need to
Yep.
make sure that you have a nice big healthy poop.
All right.
Because if not, pain will visit you.
Enemy movement.
Better you than me.
Alright, we have a construct crawler. Alright, I very much so doubt that is in ATGM range, but we will laze it regardless.
Yeah.
I'd be very surprised. Yeah, no, it is not. Right, okay. We gotta get
Keep those
a
eyes
little
open,
closer.
or I'll kill you myself.
Measure.
This is a dodgy fucking place to be.
What?
Boom.
Armor detail on duty.
Well, if you wish to use your dudes exploding on free buildings, I
Hold
don't
tight.
necessarily mind. That's pretty okay. Yes. Yes. Yeah. What's that? Ah, a mine.
Orders?
Normally, I would just bounce Yaz happily into the middle of all of this, but,
That's it, Marines.
And the problem here is just that there's so many goddamn suicide dudes all over the place that bouncing Yaz in aggressively is probably going to lead to Jazz's premature end, so we shall not do that.
Try not to die, hein?
And that is one way to get rid of an enemy.
Donnez-moi un abri.
The turrets are like the only fucking good calling in the game, I swear. You know, Cathal sounds like we need to start nothing fighting Swedes if you're daydreaming about weaponizing focused excrement.
Keep your eyes open. Help is on the way.
I mean, I'm just saying, if you fossilize the turd adequately, it could be a pretty vicious projectile. Right, I am in range. Let's set up for a potential shot next turn. If you fossilize a turd adequately, it could become a tremendously vicious projectile, and I will hear no argument about that. Right, let's go around the rear, make sure we can keep a bead on that construct.
Да. Быстро, быстро.
I'm a retard.
What?
As I just blew up an unoccupied square.
They will be killed.
About time. About time.
Let's keep moving Cody up, because he has the additional spotting. Yes, mein comrade. Do you want to bounce in there? Probably not. That's 2 construct drone squads and a gun crawler somewhere, so I probably don't want to do that. No. But I can bounce over here. Wipe that the fuck out.
Great work! Kill all the kutta!
And get into some pretty good cover.
You ignorant slut.
Hypervelocity shit.
Quit
That would
catching
be an
bullets.
interesting weapon, wouldn't it?
Orders?
Major. Un château.
Can you imagine a faction using that as his weaponry?
What?
An entire
Orders.
faction is some, like, biomechanical construct
What?
faction that manufactures its own ammunition in the stomach of its various slave species. Then it simply hardens it up, fossilizes it, and launches it at the enemy at tremendous velocity. It would be an unconventional weapon,
Orders?
but I am not at all convinced it would be an ineffective weapon. I'll keep the gun crawler marked. Looks like most of the baddies have congregated over here. I just need to get the ATGM into a position where it can deal with that thing.
Caverities.
Out of range.
Very well, Major.
Right, go free the civilians.
Try not to die, hein?
Mind your own business.
And moving over the medium mech. Nice shooting there, robots. Okay, I am not in range. If I go over there, am I in range? I am. Okay. Set it up for next turn then.
We do damage!
This looks
You're
Oh,
not
that's
dead.
unguarded.
I looked way worse than that.
right. So we've got her ready to engage the gun crawler, but I'm
Not
far from sure that
idiots.
will kill it. How crazy do I want Yaz to be today? Oh, God. If only he had, like, he needs 5 more action points and he can bounce and shoot twice and shoot drugs at the same time.
Kompornik! Measure.
Yeah, we're just gonna get him closer.
Yeah.
Right. Let's get that ATGM underway, first and foremost. Whoosh.
You get what you pay for.
Okay, right. Half of her hit points gone. Not too bad, not too bad, not too shabby. Guncrawler
Measure.
moves into cover, takes a bit of damage from the fire.
Measure.
Oh, that was disappointing. Well, damage done.
What?
Poor little Jacques has not really proven himself to be super duper useful yet, I must say.
Yes! I like how you work.
I appreciate it.
Oh, suicide dudes.
What?
Mostly because his entire thing is that he can wear heavy
Engines
armor
engaged.
cheaply, which is nice. I mean, that's a...
Huh.
Yeah,
Nice work.
Which is a cute ability,
Hoof in
like
it.
paying 30% less for armor.
Idiots.
But it's just armor. And the armor, whilst it's nice having, you know, cheaper armor, it doesn't help you kill things. Oh, I was hoping. Oh. Right, take meth. Whilst having now armor is nice, it doesn't make you kill the enemy any faster, and it means that you've got to get, well, hit for it to have an effect, which is very much so non-ideal.
No hiding from me!
Right, bounce out of there again. He also has another special ability, by the way, that when he's been shot at, I think it's 4 times, he gets an additional 40 action points, which is also, like, neat. There we go, yeah. Stack pressure when attacked, spend 4 stacks to instantly gain 60 AP. So if after he's been shot at 4 times, he gains
Orders?
1 turn where he has 60 action points. Now that's
target.
cute, but... Oh. Shit. Fuck. That's cute, but it's... Again... You need to be shot at to use it, and getting shot at in this game is pretty much universally a very bad thing, because even with very good armor, you take a lot of damage when you're getting shot at.
Yeah.
So his survivability becomes dubious very, very, very quickly. Right, you stay there.
About time.
And the other problem, too, is that with that 60 extra AP, what you really want him to do is have a heavy weapon, right? So you could either get him close, because, yeah, that's... How do I parse this? How do I parse my complaints? Right, so... You want him to get shot at. How do you get him shot at? Well, you need him to get close. Okay, you get him close. Then you need him to survive getting close. How do you survive him get close? Well, you're going to need heavy armor. How do you make best advantage of the heavy armor and to getting him close? you're going to have to slow him down. So you're going to need to take Brawny. And getting close means that you want close-range weaponry. But to utilize the 60 extra armor points, you really want some kind of weapon that does the maximum amount of damage as well.
All right. Наконец!
Oh, my brain... My brain makes me think like I don't like him. And I am having a hard time parsing exactly why. But I am relatively convinced I am correct in my dislike of him. I'm just not sure why right now. That makes a lot of sense to me.
Orders?
Oh, you can use the taunt as well. That's true too. You can use the taunt ability. But even then, the taunt doesn't do anything unless he's already generating threats. So he needs to fight. He needs to fight something, or be the closest target, which means he gets shot.
Yeah.
And the 60 AP means you really want to have the biggest, baddest gun on him, so that when he gets that 60 AP, he gets to really rip loose and tear stuff into pieces. But the biggest, heaviest gun is very rarely intended to be at close range. And so you end up with a close-range squad carrying a long-range weapon, like a tripod machine gun, which also reduces your close-range weapon slots by 1.
Yep.
And you're putting an incredibly valuable assets in the hand of a guy that you are specifically wanting to get shot.
Measure.
You know, if he needed to get shot, like, twice or something for 40 AP, then I'd see it, but... It takes so long to get him into position, to get him set up, and get him fighting. Like, you gotta move up there, that's a turn, then you gotta set up, that's probably another turn. Then you've gotta get it engaged and shot at 4 times, that's probably another turn. So you're kind of expecting like a 3-turn firefight to happen before he really starts getting into the groove of things. And frankly, most fights don't last for 3 turns. In fact, if a firefight is going on for 3 turns, you're fucking up something. You're making a complete and utter mess of it. You should have been flanking by then, or using indirect fire weaponry, or call-ins, or any of a dozen other things that would make that firefight end. Yeah. The core of the argument is quite simply he requires way too much setup. And whilst the payoff is nice, because 60 AP 1 turn is cute, right? With his base stuff already, they'll probably allow him to attack like 3, maybe even 4 times, which is great. He can basically do the job of 2 squads in 1 turn, but again, the odds of you actually managing that, you gain like half of his turn, 100 AP, so you get 60 points. You get half an extra turn in return for like 3 turns of setup. Yeah, just doesn't feel right. So, what have I got? Air PK with a launcher. Fit with underbarrel grenade launcher that fires small fragmentation grenade at medium distance. Each element. Here's better as his access of the rifle. Okay, cute, but not super useful right now. Big caliber of the arc rifles. Here's used for lower effective range. The small cal platforms is heavily modified reservation features magnified with scope by, but next in the battlefield have to use it at long range. Right, so that's not bad actually. A rate of 3 rate of fire rifle with 8 range. That's not bad, but armor penetration of 25 is not great. I think I'll take that one. Marine. One of my benefactors was expecting family to arrive this past week, but they never did. Their vessel dissipating somewhere in the wastes of Dice. Certain parties involved would be most thankful if you could perhaps spare a bit of that technology TCR resource and help find these people. OSR components -10? Sure, fine. Impetus scanning technology is put to use, as are a number of survey-capable surface drones. It is an unexpected expenditure of resources, but the missing vessel is found and the family reunited. Aww. My benefactor most pleased, Marine. It is so nice to see that even the tip of the NCR's lengthy and very girthy spear finds more peaceful purposes in the way back. She complimented my spear. I like her. Yakuza, nope, I heard you. Nominate a mountain or favorite box canyon. It is now American soil. Farscape Commander, Archie missed my last message. Overlord 2. Did I? I'm sorry. Let me see. Have you played Jagged Alliance 3? I did miss that. Yokotha, Arch wants men. Of course I do. We need men for the war machine. Have you played Jagged Alliance 3? Asks Farscape Commander. It's a strategy game about mercenaries in Africa. It's got a relationship system between its mercs. Overlord 2. I have not played it, no. I own it, and I was planning to play it, but I never got around to it for one reason or another. I have looked at it, and it does look pretty cool. Overlord 2. We do need to hurry up and fund Overlord 2. That, and we also need to fund Class of 09 sequel as well. There are many things chat must fund, and rapidly. Excuse me. God damn it. There's Overlord 2. There. We're even doing Overlord for very, very cheap as well, because I want to play that game too, and if you hold out for long enough, I'll probably play it regardless. Right, so, well, that didn't actually reduce it by anything. It's still at 1. Okay, well, it's slightly unfortunate, but it is what it is. Hacker. Gain the off-map ability Hacker. Attack protects vehicle and machines for 1 turn. I mean, that is nice. Drug Lab. Gain substance commonly after each operation. They have either got to give you way more slots on the impetus, like twice as many slots, or they really need to buff a lot of the special abilities, because honestly, most of them are just kind of shit. Like Drug Lab, for example. Like Drug Lab is neat because it gives you money at the end of every operation, right? Which is cute, but I'm not gonna switch out recruitment for that, or the medical bay, or additional supplies. Why the fuck would you? Like what? So you get 30 extra bucks every mission? Obviously not. That's ridiculous. That is very, very, very clearly and very obviously not worth it by any stretch of the imagination. Unless you pick it up like your very first upgrade, maybe, and then over the course of the entire campaign, maybe it pays for itself, but unlikely, right? Rocket Run is also shit because it takes too long to call in. Medivac is nice, but again, like, you're not going to use a slot for that. It's far too situational. Advanced Medical Bay, now that one is good because 3 squad mates revive per missions. That's nice. That is actually useful, right? Hacker, again, like, okay, disables a vehicle 1 turn. That's neat, but I could just use a laser turret, and it basically does the same thing, but it also does damage. Smoke, okay, nice, but a weapon slot for smoke? That's just not fucking worth it. The mines are cute too, but, I mean, God. They really need to buff the shit out of these. But I would prefer to just double the size of the impetus, honestly. Like, literally double the size of it. Because there's so many toys I can't use, and I understand the game wants you to make difficult decisions, but the problem with the difficult decision line of reasoning is that once you've made the decision, you'll never make another decision again. right? Because now you've already made what you believe to be the optimal decision, so it's not like you will ever be in a situation where you would like to make another decision. Which kind of just, like, ideally, it should be momentary, right? Okay, one mission I want auto laser turret, another mission I might want AP mines, and you can switch and swap it out on the fly. That would be better, I think. Speaking of better, anything cute in the shop today? Twin 50 cals. Short barrel tank gun. Match grade. Ooh, what's that? An improved, a saw. Improved light machine gun or squad support weapon. Does like whole to cover mowing USO squad levels. Very high rate of fire, but low accuracy, main idea of suppressing enemies while moving. Okay. I mean, that is cute, but not 960 points cute. No, it's neat, but not at that price point. No, not at that price point, no.
Service guarantees.
Ian Brune, if someone were developing a game, would you allow doing a single stream fun for it as with other games? Would you consider it too close to a conflict of interest? Developing a game? Single stream fun for it as with other games? Would you consider to... What? Just... no, I don't think so. Yeah, no, I think I'd allow that. No problems. Because we do the single stream funs regardless, right? And I mean, that wouldn't really put me in a position where I'd necessarily speak well or ill of the game. So, no. Yeah, I think I'd be fine with that. Now, Chad, Hacker is in electronics, not off. All of my abilities are in the armament slot. Oh, okay. That's nice. That might make Hacker worth it. That's just like a crazy Hail Mary, like, oh god, I jumped into a tank button. Kind of want the twin heavy machine gun. Because I imagine mounting that on a mech would be fascinating. But would that be better than just using the autocannon? Kinda want a flamethrower too. Now, we're not buying any more IFVs. They were kinda disappointing. Yeah. Let's get one of those, why not? Why not? Oh, we can get a flamethrower out. Actually, can I afford that? Rocket organ, swarm airburst launcher. 45 points. I could sell the VMAT missile, and I'm not really using it, so yeah, sure, why not? Right, some more Menace for Dice of the Gods. Right. I feel like my local security forces really should be helping out with some of this, instead of just standing by staring at me.
Major.
Right, I've got 93 authority.
Right.
We've got to recruit a new guy. It's Wetheroth
Major.
or Achilles. So I've heard Achilles is really good in a mech, so I'm tempted to pick him up.
Okay.
I'm also tempted by Wetheroth and just buy him, keeping him as cheap as humanly possible. No upgrades, no level ups, no nothing. Give him a laser designator, and that's it. I use him to laze target, and I maybe give him the light mortar so that he can be the mortar wench, because I feel a bit bad for using Carda as the mortar wench. I I mean, I need the mortar wench because that smoke is fucking... You have to have the smoke. But she's got loads of other abilities, and I could make her in a mobile infantryman, and she has many uses that would be more useful than mortar wench.
Righto.
Major.
Okay.
Major.
And I mean, his stats are great, but his promotion tax is fucking absurd. %50 armor protection within 4 tiles of the target. That's pretty good. Shield wall, that's nice, but honestly, I don't get hit that much anyways. Full send would be nice, potentially. So that would be 40 for the first shot, 30 for the next shot, and 20 for the next shot, which is 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So he could potentially fire autocannons like 3 times. Possibly even 4 times. Oh, which would be pretty fucking crazy. Which would be really, really fucking crazy. Genuinely. Hey, no, put him in a medium mech, slap him dash down in the middle of the enemy, and just have him go like... Burr, 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 burr. Yeah, that... And increase action point for lost health, right. Yeah, I can imagine him being an absolute fucking murder machine, but that would also mean that, what, 15, 30, 45, 60... So he'd be 60 fucking point, like... The pilot alone would probably be, what, 100 points by the time I've got all of that? You know, supply cost 80, so he's going to end up being 140 points at least. Just for the pilot. That is oof. That is oof. That is mucho oof. That shroud shield wall prevents you getting derped by ATGMs. I mean, that is true, but I don't get derped that often. I mean, I say, as the wounded Gary Boggenreith stares down at me. Really now? That wasn't an ATGM. That was devs with anti-tank rifles. There's a difference.
Major.
Oi.
Meanwhile, this guy costs nothing. Like, look at his fucking supply cost. It's 4. he's basically free. Yeah, he's basically fucking free.
Major.
Righto.
Major.
Oi.
Major.
Fuck it. I gotta pick Achilles because he...
I'm honored, Major, by your trust in me. My loins are girded for the days ahead.
I gotta pick him because he's more fun, okay? I gotta pick him because he's more fun. Not because it's intelligent. It's not intelligent. I gotta pick him because it's more fun. It's funnier. That's why I pick him. That's the only reason why. Wait. Oh no. Is that twin-linked machine gun not a vehicle weapon? What? What? Oh. What? It's a heavy weapon. Why do you do this to me? Although that is a fucking huge gun. Okay, I'm gonna have to try that out regardless, but... Right, slap the fucking double auto cannons on his ass and... Man, with that kind of... He really could use some ammunition, couldn't he? Do I have some? Yes, I do. 140 points. Can I afford that? Not really, no. I don't like the laser lancers. The laser lancers didn't feel particularly good. The short barrel tank gun is probably outlasted its usefulness by now, frankly, and I'll give you a crowbar. There. There you go. Right. Lancer?
Major. Thank you.
I like how out of breath he feels. 4 AP movement cost per tile walker on a walk against off balance my tank and 2 AP movement cost per tile until the end of the following turn. Dash can't be used while off balance. Okay, so that's an ability to just walk him into the middle of everything and fucking burst fire, I guess. No. Tankbuster or expert pilot, I'm thinking. I mean, that would make him an absolute beast even against constructs, which is not a bad idea. And that would make him more mobile, but honestly, he's already pretty mobile. Did I put expert? No, I didn't. Yeah, he's already fairly mobile, honestly. Yeah, tank buster.
Major, I've got a star. Thank you.
Drive by. Drive by our shield wall. Okay, well, I'm out of blah blah. I'm out of givey points anyway, so. Reinforcement point? Nourishment point? Promotion points! That was the one. Now, what I got? Gain a random pirate item? Meh. And there's some points. That's this operation. We're going to get into intelligence. Local forces item. Right. Pirate item, local forces item, then. God, holy mo. Oh, fuck. Ooh, oh boy. 557 points. Let's try out that weapon. 557 points. Oh, okay. Right, bring her back in again. Oh, God, I can't even afford you anymore, can I? No, I can't. This would mean I have no anti-tank weapons. That is not intelligent. No, that is not intelligent. Keep the ATGM. Right, how do I sloth off 186 points? Good question. Uncomfortably small squad sizes, but it is what it is. Twin machine guns, my little walker friend. Finger, my little mortar wench. Yes. ATGM launcher.
Prepare for glory. Erebus and Charon await.
I do like the fact that he's a little Greekaboo, though. Let's set up the ATGM. Ready for next turn.
Guardsman here.
Orders. Moving to waypoint.
And there's our target. Right, lovely. Right off the bat. Mark it.
Be ready. The fight's coming.
Remember, you pay, I kill.
Ready, sir.
Trick or treat.
Set up that mortar.
Guardsman at the ready. Double time.
Major,
Major.
About time.
Locking it in.
Yeah.
Right. I kind of want to try out the new AT little thing too, but first, indirect fire. Whoosh. Me. Oh.
Guardsman here.
Right. For some
Orders?
reason, I thought that would cause it to crash into the enemy and deploy its anti-tank charge. Apparently,
Overlord!
that is not how that works.
Guardsman here.
Very well.
Guardsman here.
Ooh. An opportunity to fire my new weapon. Oh, can't turn that much. Right, let's see what twin turret-mounted long-barrel dishkas can do.
Keep pouring it on!
Disappointingly little, as it turns out. Disappointingly little indeed,
Move
as
it,
it turns
Jingmei.
out.
Eyes open. Eyes open. Orders. Eyes on.
Uh-oh. That's... Okay, try to kill that. Oh,
Damage
God.
some modules.
Sir?
Yeah, see, that's really, really bad, because that's a suicide mine
Roger.
right there. Achilles, if you could just... Achilles, please make the giant mine go away.
I want to see that out of you, 103rd.
Thank you.
you honor me.
I appreciate it.
About time.
Right, God willing, the next ATGM should deal with that thing easy enough.
Moving! Fixing myself there!
Yeah.
Oh, is it not marked anymore? Oh, God, oh, no. Right, Gene, please don't miss.
Find yourself some kill.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Trevor, respawn me if I'm dead. Thoughts on new Starship Troopers game? You are not dead. Fear not.
Guardsman here.
I've been doing very well.
It's almost dead. Landing.
I mean, my ability to fire that thing again and
Alright,
again and
cover.
again and again is
shot, Bug.
pretty neat.
Kapornik!
Sir?
But I'm not super
At your
impressed by the
service.
50, double by the
Heading
twin
to
50
cover.
cal so far.
Sir?
Not super impressed.
Major. Oh, with pride.
We've got movement. Moving to waypoint.
About time.
Not super impressed.
Guardsman here.
Many bullets,
Major,
disappointingly little effect.
Very, very good!
Chaos Marines!
Guardsmen
Chaos Marines. Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
Blues, blues!
here. Guardsmen here.
Chaos Marines. That makes it worse. He's a
Guardsmen
sympathizer for the losing side.
Affirmative.
Sir,
That's not great.
found in the cover.
He doesn't even
Yeah.
know which side he's supposed to be
Go,
on.
go.
Let's
That
do
is
this.
worrying.
Guardsmen here.
Alright, now what about to get something a little softer?
They're suppressed.
That's better. Yeah, that's better.
Scoring.
Sir,
That is definitely
At your
better.
service. Seeking
Let's
cover!
try out our new rifles.
Nice grouping, bud.
Not terrible.
Orders?
Decent rate of fire.
Harrison's
Duh.
the question.
Good range.
Fire is the answer.
sir.
Orders? 103rd heading to cover. Construct sighted!
More soldiers. I haven't seen those
Moving to
fat
cover.
devs anymore,
Sir. Roger.
Major,
which is entirely fine by me, seeing as the last time they showed up, they
Yeah?
destroyed one of my vehicles.
On it.
About time.
I don't know if I want to see any more of them.
Guardsmen here. Copy.
Sir,
That sounded more like cowpea than copy, but I get you.
receiving the cover.
At your service. Double time!
find me danger.
Right. The final
Order.
construct is over there, which is nice. I know where it is. Means I can do that.
Orders? Oscar Mike.
Yep.
Sabotage, of course. Always something to blow up somewhere.
All right.
Someone's
Not
stuff that needs exploding. Always. Somebody needs something to be go boom. To
Duh.
be go boom. English for sabotage.
I return this beast to its natural state.
I fucking love Yaz. I fucking love
Enemies!
Yaz. Uh-oh. Devs, Nico Ni! The devs have reappeared and they immediately killed Nico Ni.
Coordinates received. Coordinates received. Coordinates received.
Yeah. Orders?
That's our first
Sir?
subscriber death in quite a while. Alright, smoke him.
Go into cover.
We must protect Yaz.
Guardsmen here.
Yeah. At your service.
Guardsmen here.
Alright, I know there are devs over there, and I know what they do to light vehicles, so let's be a
Yeah?
little careful.
Get there yesterday.
Orders?
Get this point sabotaged.
About time.
Enemy hardware.
Enemy soldiers and a gun crawler.
Yeah. Orders?
Yep.
Right, bad guys getting closer. I'd rather not face you out in the open, if you don't mind. The devs have proven themselves to be very, very, very dangerous, so if I can fight you from a nice and safe distance, that would be lovely.
I'm paid well. You will be safe. I am in small trouble!
Right, destroying the devs will have to be a priority.
Keep it up!
Yokathar Brown is rolling in his grave with this disrespectful portrayal of the 50 caliber. Very much so, very much so.
Strong.
It is very disappointing what it does. Very disappointing. It's slightly out of range.
On it.
That should be in range, surely. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that will be in range. So long as I get it lased. Lased and glazed.
Keep your eyes open. Help's on the way.
A toad-like construct that keeps a low profile and is armed with some sort of auto-cannon. It apparently has to lurk and keep a distance, hence the troop named it Skirmishers. That's not what the troops named it, no.
Sir?
That's what you named it. I named it Dev.
Major,
And my chat named it Dev, because he's a little bit cute like that.
Guardsman here.
I'm assuming the 50 cal is not going to be great against armored vehicles, so let's
Founding.
Bringing up the rear.
well, just keep our distance a little bit there.
Bringing up the rear.
Orders?
Right, I would love to get that thing marked. There. Lased and glazed. I don't know if those are auto cannons. I think they've basically just got ginormous anti-tank
Yep.
guns, or anti-tank rifles they're carrying around, seems like. Good hit with the ATGM. Not quite a kill, but close enough for government work.
Major,
And close enough for Achilles to take care of the rest. Well, almost, anyways.
Guardsman here. Going mobile.
Maybe. There you
Hardware
go.
eliminated.
At your service.
I don't know why I moved forward so aggressively.
They scare easy. Hostiles down.
Somehow the tripod 50 cal seems a lot more powerful than the vehicle mounted 50 cal. I'm not sure I agree with that.
Always ready.
Major,
Alright.
At your service.
Orders? Keep them landing.
Unfortunately, I didn't hit anything. Alright, fall back a little.
Guardsman here. Affirmative.
I'm wondering who at the studio decided to invent those things.
Major, as commanded.
We should really check out whoever it was' browser history. I
Hoofing it.
suspect there may be some
Idiots.
deviance in it. Rather large
Orders?
deviance.
Major,
You do good work.
At least they're relatively soft.
Guardsman here. Sir?
Proceeding.
They would have been really nasty if
Moving
they
to
were
cover.
armored, too.
Yeah.
Orders?
Get on the
Yeah.
point, boys. We've
Moving.
finished our job here. We've rescued all the civilians.
Guardsman here.
Done our
Sir?
duty as good TEC Marines.
Roger.
At your service. Yeah.
And recovered the data, which
At your
conveniently was sat
Yeah.
directly
Go.
on
Go.
Orders?
the evacuation point.
Menace will always protect the way back.
Ooh, explosive react. That's not bad, actually. Oh, Yaz is tired. That is actually really, really fucking good, because that means he doesn't give a shit about rockets anymore. Or that at least has an 80% chance to not give a shit about rockets, which is a pretty fucking big deal. Yes. 80 GMs are indeed rockets. They're not going to make any silly distinction between missiles and rockets. Nice. That's really fucking good. That's really fucking good. It's fair. Unfortunately, Yaz is feeling a little bit tired. No suicidal close combat dude today, huh? Well, we'll use Jacques then. The medium MG did not prove to be particularly useful, honestly. We'll give him an auto cannon, I think. And we can increase our squad sizes a little bit again. Excellent. Also, I heard the mal-donation alert go off, but I can't see anything on Streamlabs or on YouTube. Did something derp, or is it something bug? Something bug? Something bug, probably. Speaking of, do I really want to bring this little AT? It's fine. It worked out well last time, right? Yeah. It worked out well last time, so there's no reason not to assume that it'll work out just as well this time. Why, you Achilles? There you are.
Are you ready to rut this yellow mare's fluttery buttery butt?
There's another one, and yet there's still nothing visible on the back end. Okay, right, interesting. Right, yeah, that's fine. Right, I'm assuming something has bugged out somewhere. Ah, there we go. Yeah, Cathar, let's see your browser history. I don't know if you want to see my browser history right now. I might be in the middle of a Futa arc.
Eyes open.
You don't know.
Movement.
And you don't want to see that. Unless you're gay. But you might be.
Yeah.
You might be. There's every possibility that Yakatar might be homosexual and might actually enjoy that. Would you?
Yeah.
Here?
J'apprécie ce calme.
Locking it in.
Stinging my nose.
You're right here.
And actually, Nico Ni and Lim is another Yaz if you get him.
At your service.
On the bright side, I'm pretty sure Nico was resurrected again by the healing station, so... She was brought back quickly.
Guardsman here. Sir? Yes, sir.
Put that
Be
up.
ready.
Get the
Fight's coming.
mortars to cover me.
Once we see something, you'll be the first to know.
Guardsman here. Copy!
I really don't
About
like
time.
moving into these built-up areas.
We got some.
They're always filled with suicide robots, as they are right now.
Yeah.
Major. Moving to waypoint. Constructs.
Suicide robots and bombs and... Oh. Capture mission, huh? Unusual.
Of course.
Guardsman here.
Been a while since I've seen a capture mission.
Hoofing it! At your service. Moving to cover!
Right, that should still keep me
Going mobile.
hidden. Pretty sure. Mortar Move up.
Major!
Autocannon, you can stay right where you are.
Get there yesterday.
Always ready, Major.
Major.
Eyes open. Catching a corner. One and a
Bad
third
guys.
heading to cover. Op 4 moving.
You lie. You haven't located shit, you little bags of shit. You little dirt bags. You haven't located a damn fucking thing.
Catching cover!
You haven't seen dick. Will you spot me? Yeah.
Major. Un chateau!
Looks like the enemy's feeling a little bit shy today.
Yeah.
Moving.
Speaking of shy, okay, so
Sir?
I was watching a television show.
At your service!
It is called Slow Horses.
Further together!
Always ready,
It's,
Major.
I think it's an Apple show. Apple original.
Major.
I actually quite like Apple's TV shows
Catching cover!
because they tend to actually be relatively good,
Alright. Game here!
and they tend to also be kind of unknown,
Major.
which is an interesting
Yeah.
little combination. For some reason, Apple TV isn't
Sir?
very well known. At the very least, nothing compared to like their bigger competitors,
Major.
I suppose.
Orders?
And they've got one of my favorite series recently, which is For All Mankind. Really good show.
Keep pouring it
about
on that
space
construct.
exploration that I very much so do recommend.
Coordinates received.
I think it's time
Coordinates
for some
received.
turrets.
Coordinates received.
Better you
Fuckers
than
heal.
me.
Man down!
Uh-oh. Yeah, that was a pretty risky move forward. I was hoping to maybe not be punished for it, but... So much for that. You're shooting
Guardsman
fucking
here.
rockets at me. Calm down.
Yeah.
It's a bit much.
Major! Finding the fight!
Alright,
Guardsman here.
I feel like I've moved too aggressively
At your
here.
service!
This may have been
Move it! Jingwei!
a silly willy mistake.
Guardsman here.
There's every opportunity
Let's
for this
see
to
you
go
buck.
really poorly, really quickly. But this was another show, some sort of a like spy thriller style show, right?
Let's oblige them!
And it's been a really fascinating television show to watch so far because
Major!
it is so obviously a left-wing show.
Trained him well, Major.
Like, the initial episode is basically
I have
all
suppressed
about
the
the
hostiles.
far right and how the far right is
Major.
totally dangerous and a really big threat and all of that nonsense, right? Big problem to Britain, overrun, whilst the Muslims are doing nothing wrong, of course. And yet, over the course of the show, it becomes known that actually, because there's a bunch of far-right activists who kidnap a random a brown kid.
Your service!
And they're like, oh, he's Pakistani. That means they think he's Muslim because they're retarded, those silly right-wingers. Well, one, it turns out that he's basically a Muslim. He's just non-practitioner, which means he's a kuffar, which means he's, if anything, worse to them.
Hustle 103rd.
But this far-right group who kidnapped this kid weren't actually doing any of this by their own
Shit,
volition.
I don't understand!
Instead, they've been manipulated into doing this by MI5, British intelligence.
I'm keeping my head down!
All of this is literally a false flag operation
Yeah.
to try and make the threat of the far right seem
At your service.
greater than it is. Which is such a odd story point to me. So, you've got here a show that seems to
Knock them
appeal to all of the left-wing sensibilities. All of them.
Fuck it!
And all of the characters speak as if they're very left-wing, and as if the right-wing is just totally crazy, utterly out of touch with reality, all of the usual.
Mind your business.
And yet, at the end of the day, it seems as if the right wing was literally a manufactured threat. Really weird show.
Sit tight.
We have to help them,
I
Major.
am rapidly running out of turrets.
Enemy suppressed. How about it?
That'll keep the constructs quiescent on this
God
side of the
damn,
board.
they got solid grouping. Hoofing it.
Oh.
Always ready.
Really? And you decided to retreat precisely 5 feet backwards. Oh, lovely. Congratulations, you have now moved yourself into the open, out of cover. Was this wise? I don't think this was wise. I think this was retarded. God, that is a lot of enemies. And there's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 squads.
Orders?
Boy, boy indeed.
Yeah.
First and foremost, you should be in range, right? I think you
Orders?
should be. Right, let's get a marker light on the construct. Try and zap those guys down and fail, unfortunately.
Would you say that is your fault, Major?
No.
Yeah.
It's not my fault. They're just, I don't,
Yeah?
they're towers. I don't need them to live, goddammit. They're just towers. Whoosh.
It's cheap.
Yeah.
God, I'm gonna run out of ATGMs, aren't I? Yes, worryingly quickly. Right, get back down there and set up, you lazy little bastard. You're supposed to be providing suppression fire for that flank.
Resuming the fight.
All
better,
of that
Judge.
flank.
Major.
Right, you need to be over here. Hopefully attracting a little bit of fire and maybe getting that 20 mil up and running.
Guardsman here.
Act your service.
Well, I don't really have any observations beyond that. I just found it an extremely weird show from a political standpoint. Like, the entire TV show appeals to one position whilst also almost subconsciously
The machine.
enhancing the other's position.
Guardsman here.
It was really weird.
Moving to cover.
Sir?
Honestly, that is kind of one of the reasons why I like Apple's
Sir?
TV shows too, because majority of the time, there isn't really much of an agenda.
Always
It kind
ready,
of
Major.
reminds me of the old days when it comes to politics, when there would be certain political messages in entertainment, but the messages were...
Orders?
How do I
Find
put
me the
it?
danger. Panic time.
How do I put it? They were subverted, mayhaps. I don't know. Subverted isn't really the correct term either.
Yeah.
Vague? Presented naturally, perhaps.
Hardware destroyed.
Yeah, presented naturally kind of makes sense. Like in For All Mankind, for example, which is a television question.
Yeah.
Television. Kevin, you didn't answer my question in the last super, didn't I? God, what was it? Responding for dead. The thoughts on new Starship Troopers game? Blood Dragon. Ah, yes. Yes, I do that, by the way, because I read a thing, and if there's a question in it, half the time I register the question, then I answer the question in my head, and then I move on with my life. Why? Because I'm brain damaged. I'm pretty fucking sure of it at this point. But yes, so, Ultimate Bug War. I've looked at it. It looks cute. I'm not sure what to think of it. I think I'll probably try it out when it releases because I like the idea, but I'm also like a little bit... A Starship
Chuck
Troopers
it!
boomer shooter doesn't necessarily sound appealing to me,
Find yourself some kill.
so I'm not sure what to think about
Guardsman
it.
here.
At your
I'm in a little
service.
bit of a double mind position where I can see how that would work, and simultaneously
Guardsman
I'm
here.
not sure if I would like it to work.
Sir?
I know, that makes no sense, but it's welcome to my confused
Sir?
mind. That's just how it works sometimes.
Receiving?
I hope it's good, though. I hope
Let's
it's
do
fun.
this.
Right, get rid of the suicide bombers first. Which you failed to do
Contact.
because you're shit.
Feed them to the river.
Down by the
Devils in the details.
river.
Yeah.
Major,
God, there's
Guardsman
a
here.
lot of fucking enemies.
Major.
Right, okay. Achilles, keep blasting them.
now you try me. The hostiles are suppressed, Major.
I am happy I
Movement.
brought Achilles for this because his ability
Yep.
to just burt half the universe into
Orders.
submission is pretty fucking worthwhile right now.
Yeah. Major.
Okay. I do need to kill that.
Guardsman here.
Fuck. Alright, just chill there and hope they
Enemy
get a little
movement.
bit closer.
At your service.
That
Gah!
achieved
Deflected.
absolutely nothing. Well, that's not true. It managed to reveal my squad to the enemy, so it did achieve
Yeah.
something, just not what I wanted it
Sir?
to. Right, you guys, yeah, yeah, smoke. Smoke immediately. I do not want my infantry out in the open to be gunned down by a squad, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Orders?
At least I can kill that nice and easy.
Good job.
And vent the weapons. I would highly recommend For All Mankind, by the way. Very,
Yeah.
very much so. Very, very, very much so.
Yeah.
It is a very good show. It has an excellent sense of pacing. It's got excellent suspense. It has nice and
You're hugging
interesting
dirt.
characters.
The answer.
And whilst it
All right.
is, how do I put it? It's
Major.
progressive in a,
Major.
80s kind of way, but it's not political. Not in any modern standard. It's political in a way that
Chacun son
benefits
métier.
the time in which it was recorded. Highly recommended. Good script, little bit predictable here and there, There are certain sequences that I could have done without. There's a bit of a weird underage romance there,
advancing.
sort of, as well, where
Guardsman here.
one of the characters, a young lad, falls in love with a woman like twice his age. And to be fair, she's fucking hot, so I get it. But this kind of becomes this character's entire personality for a while, and it's a weird plot line. You missed. That is
Yeah.
a pretty minor complaint
Major.
compared to the rest of the show.
Good job.
Yes, Major.
Hooah, Marine!
Right, I am slowly but surely chewing my way
welcome.
through the absolute fucking horde of enemies right here.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, let's get you set up. More! Wow.
Major.
Why
At
not?
your service.
You guys run
Further
away because
together.
there's a suicide bomb over there somewhere, and I'd rather you didn't run into it, please.
Feed them to the river.
I need to give this guy a longer range weapon.
Sir?
Set up the
Yeah.
mortar there. I am making disappointingly little forward
Let's do
progress. But I think I've chewed through the majority of that enormous horde
Major.
of dudes that barreled down upon me, so... Better than nothing.
Service.
Right, nothing.
Stay put. I'm coming.
Orders?
I don't... That was...
Yeah.
Don't say it like that.
Major!
Not in that tone of voice and in that inflection. Just... don't. I like how they gave them little bucket hats.
Orders?
For some reason, the uncaring machines decided that their suicide bomber servants required little bucket hats. Maybe that's the bomb. Maybe that's the bomb. That would make more sense. That would make more sense, because I don't see why the
Orders?
suicide bombers would require a helmet otherwise.
Rinse those Philistines!
As if the uncaring
watch
machine monster was like, right, I'm gonna make you blow yourself up and kill yourself, sure, but
Je suis crié.
I don't want you to get a brain injury whilst doing it. Jeez. We may be evil, but we're not complete monsters. Disappointing.
Te voir. Tout va bien. Chérie.
Uh-oh. Okay, no casualties. It's fine. Everybody's still alive. It's okay.
Yeah.
Guardsman here.
I want to push the
Sir?
vehicle closer, but
Finally.
I'm gonna get killed if I do. I just know it.
Getting to cover!
Yeah.
Major!
I really need to kill those fucking
Major!
cyborgs. Just blow them up,
That
please.
is
Thank
it.
you.
Keep biffing him. Yeah.
I still don't know what biffing them
Orders?
means, and I don't want to find out.
Moving to waypoint.
God damn, there are still more of them.
Yeah.
Holy fucking... Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Alright, another construct. Get set up.
Yeah.
Proceed with the biffening. Just relax. Right there.
Guardsman
You're
here.
fine. Don't worry about it.
At your service.
Little bit of suppressive fire coming in your general direction, but that's not a major problem.
Guardsman here. Guardsman here. Copy.
Always ready.
Yeah.
Don't know where that suicide bomb went. Slightly
Orders?
worried about it. Lock light. Very glad that I don't have a cap
Yeah.
time for these
Yeah.
objectives, because 11 plus squads of enemies has
Keep it up.
made advancing rather challenging. Oh, you need to give a second dive-in order to make it attack a vehicle. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that is cute.
Yeah.
Major!
Don't blow that thing up. Nah, it already moved. It's fine. I ain't gotta
Yeah.
worry about it.
At your service.
Okay, good boys. Start capping that
Yeah.
point.
Je suis ciblé.
Stay hidden.
Yep.
Sir?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Je suis crié.
You stay right
Let's be
where you
about it.
are. Little machine gun truck.
Affirmative.
You may go into cover.
Yeah.
Right, now I want to see what
Yeah.
that dive in does. So, dive in, stay in the Warthog drone into a nearby target, explode its shaped charge. Nice.
Yeah.
Now, granted, that was a beat to
Measure.
shit enemy, so I don't know what kind of damage it'll do to
Donnez-moi un
something not beaten to shit, but I mean, it killed half its health, which makes it basically as good as an ATGM, so not bad, not bad.
Guardsman here.
Orders?
Yeah.
Not bad at all.
Moving!
There can't
Major.
possibly be that many more enemies around. He said to himself,
Come on and fight!
confidently.
Guardsman here. Sir?
And the point.
Bringing up the rear. Biff that devil down!
Tickles.
Major,
Before they get to tickle me back, blow them up. Thank you.
Yeah.
Moving!
Hostiles!
Uh-oh.
Major.
Orders? Movement.
Multiple ground devs spotted. Extreme
on 'em,
caution
103rd.
advised.
Major. Ah, mon Dieu.
Guardsman here.
Is this one captured? No, it is not.
Sir?
Move the tank over there. You get to
Bringing
stay
up the
there.
rear.
You stay there.
Major.
Many, many, many ground dogs.
Major.
We shall continue peeking
Sights
around
are sharp.
cover, shooting them.
Major.
Guardsman
Stay
here.
there.
Sir?
I don't know if moving over
Mounting.
the vehicle to deal with the
always ready, Major.
gun
That's it.
dog thingies with anti-tank guns is necessarily the wisest of moves. Oh god, this could be a very, very big mistake.
Got a few in him! Damn!
Okay. Okay, no, it's fine.
Measure.
It's fine. No casualties. Everything's okay.
Not bad for a pug.
Guardsman here.
It's Pogue, you Philistine, not Pog. Although you could make an argument that, okay, the reason why they say Pog instead of Pogue is because this is the far-flung future, where people have
your service.
forgotten what Pogue
Heading
and
to
Pog
cover.
actually mean. And so they use them interchangeably because they're mildly brain damaged.
Looks good. Let's do this.
One could make that argument. God, that's a lot of them.
Yeah. Ha! Landing!
Okay, get them suppressed.
Major.
This captured? It is. Now, we're gonna move you out, and we're gonna pump you full of meth, so that you will hopefully be able to
Guardsman here.
survive getting hit by those things.
Moving to cover.
Roger!
I have seen what they do to
Yeah.
vehicles, and I've seen what they do to infantry, and I don't want them to do either one of those
Go.
things to me.
Go. Let's do this.
Okay, that is a smidge too close. That's still a smidge too close.
Orders? On target.
Get into cover. Oh, Jesus.
Service guarantees citizenship.
103rd reporting KIA.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things are really, really fucking dangerous.
A modicum of talent. Quit buzzing in my ear.
Okay, they didn't kill anything with that one.
Measure.
God, those things are really,
Evacuate,
really fucking dangerous.
Sir?
At your service.
Okay, I just need
That's
to
it.
rush over
You
there
keep
with everything
ordering,
I've got
And I keep killing.
before they murder the shit out of my scouts.
I can't imagine they have much left in them.
I would hope not. That did
That's it, Marines.
absolutely nothing. Congratulations. Yaska and Death are both down. Okay, that
Contact.
killed one of them.
This is death measure. Yeah. Measure.
Did they kill some of this squad too? Yep, Pain Nurse. Okay, that's a non-subscriber there, so no, nobody cares. Okay, that's one more down.
C'est un pleureur. Yeah.
These are fucking horrifying, and that is with meth reducing the damage by 50% as
Guardsman
well.
Taking up cover!
Major,
Fucking nasty little things.
Finally.
Yeah. Je suis ciblé.
Alright, who died in this squad? Violet Death Ray. Oh
At your
no.
service.
One dead subscriber.
Orders?
Okay, fuck, just... That achieved
Keep 'em
nothing.
landing.
Excellent. Fuck. Okay, that killed one more.
Hostile
We've only got
eliminated.
this one left. Yeah, shoot at the tank. I'd actually prefer it if you'd shoot at the tank now.
Yeah. Je
Said
suis
not shoot
plié.
at the tank. I don't want to use too heavy of weapons here
Double
because my scout squad is still right next to that building and very much so in the line of fire. So we are simply going to have to utilize the good old-fashioned tactic of many gunshots.
Guardsman here.
Oh god. That would be such a terrible idea.
Sir?
No.
Major,
That would be a worse idea.
Finally.
De l'audace, en que de l'audace, et toujours de l'audace.
Okay, you, get out of the way so I can unload on that building. Right, let's see. Is anybody else gonna die to the gun dogs? Nope. Right. Turn the building into fucking scrap, please. Thank you. Well, that was one of the more brutal missions for a while. Yaska died. Death died. Violet Deathray was rescued. Violet Deathray was rescued, but Yaska and Death were both killed in the line of duty. By big fat little gun devs. You have been obliterated by fossilized feces fired at an extraordinary speed. Hey, yo, Cathar, they did try Starship Troopers MMO PvE game, but Helldivers ate their lunch. They did try that, didn't they? And yes, Helldivers did eat their lunch really badly. And I feel a little bit bad for them because the Starship Trooper game was actually pretty good. It was actually pretty good. It was pretty fun. But it needed way more classes and it needed way more guns because it got really repetitive and really boring really goddamn quickly. That was the issue. And then Helldivers came along and did exactly what that game did, but better in every way, and yeah. That's the problem with releasing video games. Sometimes somebody comes along and does what you were trying to do, but way better, and then you're just kind of sad and alone, which is not great. Not great at all. I really need to give him this ability if this guy is ever going to be truly useful. Final mission. Rescue mission, huh? Good. That means I'll be diving headfirst into a built-up area with loads of suicide mines all over the place. Exactly what we've always wanted. I wonder if the autocannon is really worth it. Maybe, maybe the 40 mil would be better. Maybe. I'll give it a go. Still need to free up some squaddies if we're going to afford everything. Preferably not in the Indian squad, because that entire point of this squad is to have the maximum number of weapons possible. The twin heavy machine guns have not proven themselves to be particularly effective, I will say. But, assuming I don't run into too many vehicles... I mean, that last mission, the mortar might actually have done well. You know what, let's bring the 120mm heavy mortar for once. It's sadly not as impressive as I was hoping it would be, considering the fact that it's a fucking 120mm mortar. I expected more from it. It's not anywhere near as good as you'd think a 120mm mortar would be.
We are Alpha, and soon we shall be Omega.
Right. We'll set up a little bit of a defensive position here whilst we push up on the right-hand flank. Battle troopers looked and felt dated. Yeah, kind of. Like, the thing is, I don't even mind it looking and feeling dated. Like, that wasn't the problem for me at all. The problem was that it just didn't have a lot of toys. Like, games like those, they rely very heavily, in my opinion, upon being able to keep you playing, right?
Finally.
And the best way to keep somebody playing a game like that is to keep rewarding them.
Eyes open.
Now it's...
Lock it in.
It sounds pretty simple, and frankly, I think it is pretty simple. The best way to keep somebody coming back and engaging in the gameplay loop, which is fun, of just shooting a bunch of bugs, is to give them stuff, alright? You shot X amount of bugs, awesome, here's a brand new rifle. Right. I am invested, I am intrigued, and I want to get the next rifle thereafter. If, however, you slack on the unlocks, if you feel like you're playing the mission and you don't get anything out of it, well, then your core gameplay loop had better be absolutely mind-blowingly amazing. And whilst the core gameplay loop of, what was it? Bug War? No, that wasn't it. Of the game was good. Yeah. It wasn't that good.
Major. Guardsman here. Sir?
Major!
Like, you would need a truly exceptional game.
Major.
Finally.
To just have me playing it for nothing but the core gameplay loop over and over and over and over again.
Orders.
I pretty much guarantee you that Helldivers 2 would also have a hell of a lot fewer players.
Stay on 103rd.
even maintaining everything about the game, if it didn't have the unlock
Keep 'em
system
landing.
and the cosmetic systems and the weapon systems.
At your service. Move it, Jingwei. Seeking cover.
I am blind as a fucking dog in this.
Major! Major!
Guardsman here.
But so is hopefully absolutely everybody
Yeah.
else as well. I should be using my sky, my little sky drone actually for this.
Orders?
Service guaranteed
Right,
citizenship.
you've really got to kill that suicide squad. Good job,
Good
Gene.
job.
Major.
Don't worry,
At
little
your
civvies.
service.
I know I'm dragging you out into the middle of
Targets.
a massive fucking blizzard where you're surrounded by monsters on all ends, but, you know,
Major.
it'll be
Major.
fine. Probably. Possibly. Maybe. I honestly don't
Major.
know.
Guardsman here.
I mean, I've got 12 shots. Might as well pork one off for no particular reason. Eep.
Advance on them
Ooh.
now.
Fucking nice strike.
Major.
So
Yeah.
the massive heavy mortar, it does do a tremendous amount of damage. It really does do a huge amount of damage. Oh, hi there. The problem isn't the amount of damage it does, because it does do respectable damage. The problem is that it's very inaccurate. Or not suppression. The problem isn't the suppression it does, because it does do a lot of suppression. The problem is that it doesn't do enough damage in a large enough area.
Major.
The 20 millimeter mortar should really just be blowing a hole in enemy fucking
Let them have it.
hordes.
Guardsman here.
And it's not. It suppresses them to fucking high hell.
Talk is green.
But I would very much so like it if it did a bit more.
Keep pouring it on.
Boom. Boom. Boom.
Major.
Yeah?
At your service.
Find me the danger.
I like this one, Major.
Major.
Achilles is being useful.
At your service. Attack!
Excellent.
Attack!
You're able to fight those off easy enough. Nicely suppressed.
Major.
Oh, we have
Orders?
probably
Catching a corner.
gun crawler
Major.
over there.
Major.
Measure. I'm gonna send you off on your own a little bit.
Yeah.
What's the spotting range for my AT drone? Nothing. Okay, well, that's a problem. Ah. There it is. Alright, let's see what this fucking anti-tank drone can do.
About time.
Yeah.
All right.
Not super impressive. I mean, not awful for what is
Yeah.
basically just like 15 points at the end of the day, but...
Modules
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, no, those aren't really worth it.
At your
I mean, it's a
service.
cute idea,
Major.
and I like the idea of the little anti-tank drone. That is very neato cheatable, but
A worthy foe.
it's gotta do a hell of a lot more damage than that if it's going to take up an accessory slot.
Guardsman here.
And it's going to have to do a lot more
Sir?
damage than that for an accessory slot.
At your service.
Qatar, Sergeant Troopers was more true to a milsim, though. You don't have wide selection of guns for a trooper, you have the best possible weapon to mass produce for a soldier for the job. That is true.
Mike.
And it's also the problem with that there aren't really that many guns in the Starship Troopers universe. Yeah, there's only so many variants of the Morita assault rifle you can make, so I get why they didn't have enough gear, but it leaves the game with some very, very fundamental design flaws that simply means that it's not going to be played.
At your service.
And that's, at the end of the day, the big problem. I mean,
Guardsman here.
if nobody's going to play your
Guardsman
game,
here.
it's not going to be a success. If it's not going to be a success, it's obviously not going to be able to continue being a game and so on.
Targets.
Hardware destroyed.
I do think they wasted the
Orders?
opportunity there a little bit.
Hustle 103rd.
I do think so.
About time.
Which is unfortunate, because I would very much so like to see a game like that. I like the idea of the Starship Troopers Helldivers experience. That is an excellent idea.
They scare easy.
They didn't put quite enough video game into it. And I do believe it is probably too late to try and recover now as well, unfortunately. I do know that they're still actively developing that game, but I don't think it's going to be enough. There are very few games, on the grand scheme of things, that have really managed to recover from a botched launch.
Great shot.
Thanks.
And I don't even know if
this.
that game has launched yet. Is it still in early access? I think it might be. And that's simply because it's really fucking difficult to recover from that botched launch. It is hard to regain people's trust. It's hard, and not even trust, it is difficult to regain people's attention.
Guardsman here.
Right? Because
At your service.
we now live in an age where so many video games are produced every day that people are very rarely going to be starving for video games unless you do something within a very specific genre,
Guardsman here.
which also,
Going
by the way,
over.
is often something that is valuable to consider. Doing something very specific for a very specific group of people. Like, I've seen more companies begin to toy with the idea of making traditional real-time strategy games. I don't know how good of an idea that is going to be long-term, because I really don't know how, active the classical strategy game market is anymore. I would imagine not enormously at this point.
Your service.
That feels like a market that is well past its point. Simply just by being fucking starved to death, basically.
Guardsman here.
They've been treated with such utter disdain by the overwhelming majority of the games industry for so very, very long that
On the march.
I feel like the games industry's declaration of classical strategy games as being dead has kind of become a bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Coordinates received. Coordinates received. Coordinates received.
About time.
I'll have the turrets take care of that.
Major.
There was a relatively recent one.
Major.
I'll give you your due.
Tempest Rising, I want to say, that was trying to be a classical strategy
Guardsman
game
here.
of the old mold.
Orders.
And from what I could tell, it did not do particularly well. Even though
neutralized.
Again, from what I could see, it tried its very best to be like an old school product, but Well, actually, there's another
Hold it
like little
together.
problem with it as well, right? So,
Heading to cover.
if you make a traditional old school style strategy game,
Get there
then
yesterday.
you are aiming in at a far smaller and more specific market that has indeed been
you too.
absolutely starving for a very long time. And so they might be willing to play almost anything just to scratch that
Let me
itch.
take a shot.
But I feel like equally as often, if not possibly even more often, starvation might make people more picky in a weird way. I know that
Hey, don't
doesn't
get hit.
necessarily make a whole lot of sense, but like,
Major,
if you want to play a certain style of
Major.
game, and you remember the old games in that
Get on the
series, Command and
troubles.
Conquer, Tiberian Sun, etc., if that is your standard, would you settle
Keep your heads
for
down.
less? Or would that become your de facto standard? In which case, your brand new classical strategy game is competing with basically some of the best video games ever made.
Guardsman here.
Which obviously is not a very good position to be in. Fuck, just out of range.
Moving!
Alright, gonna take some return fire here, but they whiffed that shot completely.
Guardsman here.
And my armor deflected that one. Excellent.
Guardsman here.
Sir?
At your service.
Right, let's keep
Double
pushing
tight!
up,
Seeking cover!
pushing up our guardsmen.
On it.
Let's do this.
There.
On target.
Help out our poor little turrets a little bit. Keep the infantry. Civilians moving. You must escape, pretty little civilians. Your life is the only reason why I'm down here. And so you dying a horrible death would be kind of wasteful.
Eyes open, or I'll kill you myself.
Simply die.
Guardsman here.
The 40 Mike is... It's RNG personified, that's what it is. Sometimes it does really, really well, which is why I usually give it to Jean Sai, because, well, she can't aim anyway, so simply just rolling the dice... Oh, hello there. So simply just rolling the dice
Guardsman
repeatedly
here.
on one massive damage AoE hit, well, frankly, seems like a reasonable thing to do. Unfortunately...
They're suppressed.
Look at the autoloader, by the way. It fetches a little shell and puts it in the spoot.
Major. Yes, Major.
Unfortunately, it also means that when you have an actually competent guy occupying the weapon, that doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to be all that more accurate. It might still simply RNG you to shit and back and achieve nothing.
About time.
Set off the tripod.
Landing! Well, it just wasn't your day, buddy.
Daddy Browning takes care of another enemy.
Come on. Test my might.
Oh. Okay, right. Well, the gun devs simply bounced off my medium mech.
Major. Feckless home.
I could have done all of
Come
that.
back here. Why are you running away?
Try not to die.
Mind your own business.
Why are you running? Okay, let's not send the infantry in too close pursuit, because they
here.
they will actually die.
Sir?
At your service.
Rescue the last bunch of civilians.
Yeah.
Just in case we've got a
Finding
gun crawler
cover.
up there.
Neutralized!
I'm starting to doubt the las guns a little bit.
All right.
They really impressed me to begin with, but the more I use them, the less impactful they feel.
I'll pick up that slack. Sure.
Would you say that is your fault, Major?
Ah.
Mind your own business.
Yes, chat. So that's another one of the things, right? Why the entire argument that why are you making a game at all if it's not to make all the money in the universe? Ow, ow. Okay, that hurt a little bit. And this is another reason why nobody makes RTS games, because an RTS game, whilst it is going to probably earn some money, probably, it's not going to earn all the money. It's not going to be...
Go,
you know,
go.
For some reason I wanted to say Fallout, and I don't think that's the correct game. It's not going to be... What's that stupid
Orders?
game that children play these days? That one! First game. No.
It won't stand for long.
My brain has actually managed to get rid of this information. It's simply not there anymore. Fortnite! That
Major.
was the one. There we go.
You are on an absolute warpath.
Strategy games are not going to be Fortnite. And if the game isn't going to be Fortnite, why even make it?
Major. Chacun son métier.
I mean, part of me kind of understands, because, you know, you're making a game, you're pouring an absolute ass load of resources into it.
But it would not have mattered.
About time.
You know, it's gonna take you like 3-4 years to develop. I get why developers would want to angle for the thing most likely to have the maximum
Guardsman
amount of
here.
success, but
Sir?
At your service.
the problem
Move it,
is,
Jingmei.
Yeah.
not everyone is even going to have that
Orders?
success. Just because you're making the game that could be Fortnite doesn't mean that it's going to be Fortnite. In fact,
Major.
because we already have Fortnite, the odds of you being able to make Fortnite again are vanishingly fucking small.
Further together.
Yeah. Orders.
This is a lesson that you would have thought the
About
industry
time.
would have learned with World of Warcraft. Remember back in the day when everyone and their grandpa
Measure.
was making an MMO because the World of
Guardsman
Warcraft
here.
was literally sitting on an endless pile of gold printing
service.
money, and still
Double
is
time.
some fucking how.
Yeah.
Everybody was
Orders?
making an MMO. They were
About
making a
time.
StarCraft, a Star Trek MMO. They made a Warhammer MMO. They made a Star Wars MMO. Well, that was preceding that.
Guardsman here.
They made new IP MMOs.
At
They
your
made
service.
hardcore MMOs, softcore MMOs, MMOs
I
for
can
kids,
be shield
MMOs for
or spear.
everyone in the
Orders?
fucking world. And
About time.
basically none of them survived. In fact, amusingly, the ones that probably did
Guardsman
survive
here.
the best were the ones that aimed for a very
Sir?
specific
At your
niche
service.
audience.
With pride.
Like the hardcore survival style
Orders?
MMOs, you know?
About time.
The fucking, I need to develop a second job because my MMO addiction takes up
Guardsman
all of my
here.
time MMOs,
Sir?
EVE
your
Online,
service.
stuff like that.
Further together.
Yeah.
Partially
Orders?
because of the enormous amount of
About
time
time.
that people invest in those
Measure.
games, and partially
Guardsman here.
because
Sir?
it's
your
the
service.
niche that people wanted.
That's my strength if you dare.
Yeah. Orders.
About time.
You're not going to play World of Warcraft if that's what you want. And so you kind of are pigeonholed into having to pick the competitor. Alright, what do we got? A K-bar. How do you modify K-bar? Some of short-range, high-intensity fights. Do I really want a short-range crowbar? I mean, armor penetration 35 is nice. In fact, armor penetration 35 is really nice. Or a close combat K-pack. Oh, that one. Armor penetration 30, rate of fire 4. That's pretty good. Although, if I'm going to put it on Jacques, honestly, that extra 2 range is sort of nice.
Major, we have
Fine,
an
I'll take that.
incoming call from Field Marshal Zama.
Gasparoo! The African dictator wants to talk to me. Okay, what's up?
Well. Give yourself a big dumb pat on your big dumb back, Marie. After much deliberation and financial consideration, I have decided to allow for the arrival of your superiors. Your voted and all-powerful TCR fleet.
Oh. I just thought... Okay, hold on here. Right, so... We are fighting an enemy that eats technology and grows more powerful the more advanced and powerful the technology they devour is. And Field Marshal Zama, in his infinite wisdom, has decided to call in quite possibly the largest and most well-equipped fleet in the galaxy. Somehow, I've suddenly realized... Yeah, no... We were asking the question earlier whether or not the Menace would start getting super heavy vehicle. And, well, I think now we know where they're going to get those super heavy vehicles from. Me. Wonderful.
Perhaps if you had done a better job, we would not have needed to take this step. But then again, this was your mission from the start, wasn't it? Cause enough carnage and mayhem that us proud waybackers can do nothing but bend the knee. That truly is a core world's value, isn't it? Failing your way to success. Hope you are proud of yourself, Marine. End of line.
Well, yes, that is the EU way, so if I have succeeded in failing myself upwards, then I have achieved exactly what I set out to do.
Major, despite his theatrics, I can confirm the TCR will be compensating Field Marshal Zama for opening the gate. The news will draw some light blowback from the wayback itself, but I believe everyone knew that eventually, the era of estrangement would come to an end.
Yeah, fuck those colonial bumpkins or whatever they are. Fuck them! Roll them into our empire.
The ceremony will involve the 2 fleets, with the planetary Jingwei ships ready to welcome the TCRs, together representing mankind's final reunion. As for us, the impetus will be positioned off to the side. Given our proximity to the events which led us to this point, Congress felt it might give the wrong impression if we were too involved in the celebrations.
Ah. Yes. I think we are about to be very, very happy for that distance, as, who do you think is going to fire upon who first? Do you think that the TCR is going to turn out to be the evil monsters at the end of the day, bombing Field Marshal Zama's fleet in order to conquer the Menace so that they may use them as biological weapons against the enemy? Or do you think that Field Marshal Zama will already have been infested by the Menace and turn his guns on our friends? Either way, from what I know from all of fiction, whenever 2 fleets are in proximity to one another, one of them is going to get shot at.
But we can celebrate together, Major. Once the pageantry is over, the fight against the Menace will turn from a localized conflict into an all-out war. One which we shall terminate with the utmost severity.
Unfortunately, hey Flick, I suspect your words may turn out to be prophetic.
Granitic crest-level bunker busters, triple ion cannon space contorters, imploding nuclear parasitic jump bugs, particle reavers, planet-wide distortion blankets, governed and regulated android battalions, and a couple quadrillion in space, army, navy, air, and marine budget, itching to be spent most prodigiously.
Against me, I imagine.
Up to this moment, the Menace has only faced human determination and stubbornness.
And 20mm autocannons.
Now, it will face our wrath.
And that is the end of Early Access. Thank you for playing. You can continue your campaign, but the progression concludes here for now. There's plenty more to come in the future as the might of the TCR meets the Menace. Yeah. I imagine it will. Mechanics on duty. Why would you bring that to something that gets stronger when facing that shit? For the same reason that we keep trying to nuke Godzilla. Because people are fucking retarded, that's why. Right, so that is everything that is on offer for the moment. There is no roadmap for Menace just yet, but if we are to speculate, so there are 2 more planets that haven't been touched. This probably means that we're going to be introduced to more factions, and there's also a web little jump way thingy down in the bottom left corner, which indicates that maybe what's going to happen is that you're going to have multiple solar systems like this, where you will be bouncing around the galaxy facing specific threats all over the place, which would be really, really fucking cool, by the way. And honestly, like, okay, you know what would be really amazing? Really, really amazing? Imagine seasons of Menace, where they release an expansion pack with an entirely new solar system, with a bunch of new factions, and an entirely new storyline, right? And they just keep doing this, like maybe 1 a year or something. That would be incredible. That would be so fucking cool. New weapons, new gear, or maybe different starting positions so that you can play as the TCR Marines. Maybe you can play as, maybe you could play as the Menace. That would be cute. The developers behind the game, the developers of Battle Brothers, have proven in the past that they're willing to get pretty creative with their DLC, especially when it comes to things like endgame threats, like the undead or orcs, etc. So I'm hoping for very good things as this game continues to develop. I really, really do. And you need a fleet, okay? What we need next is for the Impetus to get a sister ship, okay? So we can double the number of OCI components we're carrying. More call-ins, more squads, more abilities, more commanders, obviously. Just more stuff. More stuff is what we need. As the core gameplay of Menace is absolutely fucking excellent. I will say, okay, one of the problems that is inherent with not just Menace, but all games like these, is that when you reach the point of the game that I am in now, the game does tend to become a little bit too easy, right? Because my current gameplay is move up the scout squad, spot the enemy, then bring the fucking hammer down with crew setup weaponry, twin autocannons, 120mm mortars, everything, right? To the point where it is very rare, and only really as a result of my own errors, that the enemy even gets to shoot back at me 9 times out of 10. And so every mission is very safe so long as I play it slow, methodical, and cautious, right? And I do imagine that will become kind of boring in the end. That will probably turn into a bit of a chore as you do it more and more often. Now, a way to fix that would be to introduce a lot of very different enemies, like the bugs, for example. Just make the bugs just a pure horde faction that just charges at you, so that you've basically got to defend yourself against waves of enemies assaulting over and over again. And maybe make the pirates like a very heavily mechanized faction that does the same, but now you need to defend yourself against waves of vehicle with set up anti-tank guns and so on. Make the focus so that you need to engage with each enemy in a different fashion to keep it fresh. That could be a good way to do it as well. Yes. And once you get 2-3 ships, they add space battles. Yes, that would be awesome too. That would be awesome as well. As I really do think there's a huge amount of room for improvement and expansion on this game. As they've already nailed the base gameplay, now they've just got to keep expanding upon it and keeping it nice and fresh, right? That's what they need to start doing now. I see good things ahead for Menace. I see very, 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 very good things ahead for Menace, indeed. As it is an excellent, like, XCOM stylish game, which feels way less unfair. Let's see. 6,474 reviews. So the game has sold, tens of thousands of copies, at least. And 89% positive. That is a really, really, really fucking solid success for what is, at the end of the day, a very, very niche strategy game from a very, very small developer who's only made one other extraordinarily niche strategy game, Battle Brothers, which incidentally suffered from the exact same problems that once you actually got powerful, the game started becoming kind of facile. Right then, Space Cowboy, thanks for the stream out. You are very welcome, sir. Until tomorrow, then, when we will talk about Sargaruni and the upcoming mass expulsion of foreigners from Britain, God willing. Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you for your generous donations, and thank you for being parts of my army here as well now. For serving in the ranks and dying frequently. I think Knight's Shroud still holds the record, however. Let's see, how many times did Knight's Shroud die? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Knight's Shroud died 7 times over the course of this campaign. Congratulations, sir. And, yeah. I've said all of the outro now, and now my brain is stuck in outro mode. Well, you know all of it. Good night.